Santa Fe is now getting an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's Best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
From Bundren Stadium, good evening and welcome to Week 2 of high school football. It's the Memorial Tigers taking on the North Huskies here on IndianaSRN. Tigers football in tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Memorial High School, Rockabar Pizza, Carresso Landscape, People's Furniture Mattress Outlet, Lansing Building Specialties. Tigers football is also brought to you by Melk, Mechanical, Electrical, Plumbing, Ivy Tech Evansville, Hyundai of Evansville, Casey's Dugout, and the Memorial Athletic Booster Club. Welcome inside the broadcast booth alongside Mike Scavar. I'm Jevin Redmond here on IndianaSRN. It's the 1-0 Tigers taking on the 0-1 North Huskies. And Mike, last week, let's start with Memorial. They went to Jasper. A convincing win, 37-6. Just about everything went right, and it was really impressive what they did in week 1.
Offense and defensively, they did well. Offensively, they had over 400 yards on the day, and defense gave up less than 200, had 10 tackles for loss, an interception, and a sack. So it was definitely a team effort.
And for North, they're 0-1. They had a goofy loss last week, 14-11, in which they outgained North in about every category. They had the football for over 31 minutes, yet they lost 14-11.
And a ball game where Castle had a pick six and a fourth down completion for a touchdown. Otherwise, North did everything on offensively they could, but get into the end zone just once, and along with a field goal. They had the ball 64 plays, while Castle only had a 28.
This is the Royal Express Car Wash pregame show. Royal Express Car Wash provides daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville. Located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side, the Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices.
Well, we appreciate the Rupp family being one of the sponsors, the Royal Express Car Wash. And again, we talked about in Game 1, we'll talk about it throughout the whole season too, that Pete Rupp, 66 graduate of Memorial, was sadly taken from us earlier this year, but Pete, a nice job as a Memorial student, as a Memorial athlete. He's in their Athletic Hall of Fame, but more importantly, gave a lot back to the community. Ran a lot of different family businesses over the years and was a lot of part of a lot of different initiatives that helped the community. And he and his family did a lot for everyone at Memorial and Evansville, and he'll be sorely missed.
All right, so real quick, this matchup, we talked about what North and Memorial did last week in Week 1. As we compare the teams head-to-head tonight, what stands out?
Both teams have similar offenses. and defenses a little bit differently. It's a situation where Memorial would like to keep going, doing the things that they did well last week, where Coach Joey Paradine and the staff hopes week 1 is a huge improvement in week 2 tonight.
Let's take our first break here on our pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the head coach comparison, also player spotlight. Week 2 high school football, Huskies and Tigers here on IndianaSRN.
Caressel Landscape has provided landscape services to customers in the Evansville area for over 20 years. The company started small in the late 1990s and has grown to where it is today because of a devoted effort to provide quality and personable service. The goal of our staff is to consistently meet and exceed our customers' expectations while adding value to each property we visit. Call us today at 812-853-6868 for all your landscape needs.
A Wrights Memorial Education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit wrightsmemorial.org/tuition-assistance for more information.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlets, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rocco Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rocco Bar Pizza.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
We're back on our Royal Express Car Wash. Glad you're with us tonight for Tigers football here in IndianaSRN. Royal Express Car Wash provides daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive. On the west side, the Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes, as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. All right, our head coach comparison tonight here between Memorial and North. We start with the Tigers. Longtime head coach John Hurley picked up win number 138 last week.
And that ties him with Gene Logo for the all-time winningest coach. So victory tonight for Coach Hurley. We'll put him most wins as a head coach in the 99-year history. And again, in his 17th year as the head coach, he comes into this ball game with a 12-4 record against North.
And for North, their head coach is Joey Paradine in his 7 seasons. Done a really nice job. When he took over in 2018, they went just 1-9. But, Mike, since then, they've been either 500 or better every season. Yeah,
66 and 67 overall in his career. He was also at Wood Memorial and Eastern Green. In fact, both coaches in 2017, Jevin, were in the state finals. He led Eastern Green to a state finals berth. They lost to Pioneer 42-14, while the Tigers were victorious 29-17 over Brebeuf. Again, coming in, Coach Paradine is 2-4 against the Memorial Tigers as a head coach here at Evansville North.
All right, let's take a look at our player spotlight tonight. First, we'll start with a pair of players for the Tigers. The first man up is Queso Jean, a 6'1 senior.
Yeah, Queso, a good player, good senior, and his nickname Queso, Cusmano is his first name, but an explosive and powerful player. And he's also a Haiti native, just a 16-year-old senior. So he's got a lot of growth, a lot of build, and Coach Hurley looking for good things for Queso here, as we'll have another Merle Norman Studio player.
And that is Joseph Hickey on the defensive side, a 5'11 senior.
Yeah, Joseph, cornerback and a special teams player. And Queso was a defensive end. Joseph, a 2-year starter, and really kind of a fill in and help out in all kinds of different phases of the game. A very disciplined and physical player, according to Coach Hurley. And he comes from a family atmosphere with the Memorial Tigers football team, but also in his family. 15 people in his family, 13 children, 14th is on the way, and they've got a football team with 11 boys.
On the north side, a two-way player. We'll start with Luke Grayson. He's a 5'10 senior. Does a lot for this Husky team.
Certainly does. And the only two-way player that Coach Paradin is getting started. Luke, the senior running back, defensive end, 2-year starter, captain, one of the most unselfish, versatile players that you're going to have on the Huskies squad. Intelligent and a tough competitor. He adds a lot, so we'll see him on both sides of the football. And again, another Merle Norman Studio player of the game is Grant Hoppy.
Yeah, he plays offense for North. He's a 5'9 junior. In week 1, had a couple of catches for North.
Did a nice job there. Again, a wide receiver, defensive back when he can get in there. Another captain, a 3-year starter, a multi-sport athlete. So he's just not a football player. As Coach Paradin talked about, Grant, one of the most hardworking and big play type of players that every club needs.
It's a warm night here at North High School for week 2 of high school football. And when we come back, we will set the starting lineups and also have Mike's keys to the game as we're less than 10 minutes away from kickoff here on IndianaSRN.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
A Wrights Memorial Education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit wrightsmemorial.org for more information.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft. I believe in building a community. And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Wrights Memorial.
And welcome back on our Royal Express Car Wash. We just finished up our players segment and also head coaches, which are brought to you by Merle Norman Studio. Come visit Natalie and Kelsey Pence, owners of the Merle Norman Studio. They specialize in creating customized skincare and makeup routines to fit each person's individual needs. Plus, they have a great selection of clothing, handbags, jewelry, and other accessories. The Merle Norman Studio is located in Evansville at 507 North Green River Road. You can call them at 812-476-2600. 0657. All right, our starting lineups for tonight's game. First, we look at the Tigers offense. They put up 37 points in a Week 1 win against Jasper.
The offensive line is going to be really key for the Memorial Tigers tonight, because the defense for the Memorial Tigers, or rather for the North Huskies, is very strong. So offensively, we can see that we've got Parker Mattingly, Andrew Jones, Jaden Probst, Xander App, and Brian Carr are going to have to do well. And again, a lot of the usual suspects offensively. It starts with the quarterback, Matthew Fisher. He was 16 of 28 for 260 and 3 touchdown passes.
And the Tigers defense in Week 1, they allowed just 6 points, which was very late in that game. They were flying over the place, Mike. They had 10 tackle for losses.
Yeah, good job defensively. As we talked about the open, less than 200 yards. And it starts in their linebackers. Connor O'Donohue had a career day, 11 tackles, 3 tackles for losses. Alex Brashears had 14 tackles and 3 tackles for loss. Jake Lively, an interception. But again, it's those 4 down linemen, Liam Bryant, Quentin Merkel, probably Connor Hoare will fill in for Matthew Hawkins tonight, and Brady Combs. They're going to have to be up front against that solid offensive line for the North Huskies.
And for North, their offense in Week 1, they scored just 11 points, had the ball for over 31 minutes, and ran 64 total plays.
Yeah, offensively, they like to keep it on the ground, as they've got 2-3 good running backs, as you've got Luke Grayson, one of the double players we featured, also Jason Rucker and Avier Mitchell. They're going to be the key players. And Ten Barge, who in his first year at North will be the starting quarterback. He did a nice job, 21 of 28 for 155 yards passing last week.
And the Huskies defense in Week 1 gave up just 7 points, because one of the scores for Cowsa was a pick 6, but Mike, they weren't on the field very long.
Good size defensively in the front line with Luke Grayson and Zethan Colin and Lane Haywig, but their linebackers, Ricky White and Ethan Bowen, the 2 inside linebackers, those 3 front 3 guys did a good job of keeping the blockers away from the linebackers. So very good active linebackers for that North defense.
All right, those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Weichert Realtors. The Schultz Group kickoff is next, Week 2, Memorial at North here on IndianaSRN.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
North Huskies just about set to take the field here at Warren Bundren Stadium. Upper 80s. Back-to-back years, this game has been a heat bowl, you could say. Last year we had the opening kickoff pushed back to, I think it was 8 o'clock on that Friday night. This week there was some conversation about doing that once again, but we are starting on time here at 6:30, and I'm sure we'll have some extended breaks tonight with water breaks so they can stay hydrated, but always a good matchup between North and Memorial here in Week 2. Mike, what are some keys to the game for both sides tonight?
Offensive line, each and every week probably, but the offensive line for the Memorial Tigers is going to have to take on that front 3. That's the nice thing about playing Jasper last week. They played a 3-man front, so they're used to playing a 3-man front. It ought to be an interesting matchup as far as the offensive line for North as well, because the Tigers defensively can fly around. They've got good size. In fact, Memorial defense is going to have to probably playing one of the strongest defensive lines that they can play against. Passing the football, both quarterbacks threw the ball a lot. Memorial 29 times, North 28 times, so it could be an extended game just because of the passing game. So I'll look for that and a good matchup, even though North just a 14-11 loss on their column, and the Tigers had a lot of points. I look for a much closer game here tonight.
These two teams, the last 4 meetings, have alternated wins, as last year the Tigers shut out North at Inlow Field 17-0. Here on this field 2 years ago, it was North who shut out Memorial 14-0. As that wraps up our Royal Express Car Wash pregame show. They provide daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side. The Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes, as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. All right, some other matchups here real quick throughout the SIAC, which we will keep you up to date thanks to Tucker Smith throughout our contest here this evening. The one game that always stands out, you've got Castle at Monterey, could be a good matchup there. Also Central at Boise, Jasper's home against Harrison, Wrights at Vincennes.
Both North and Memorial have played every year, Jevin, since 1957. The Memorial Tigers have a 44-22-1 tie advantage in that situation. Memorial, again, in their 99th year of football on Lincoln Avenue. They are 614 wins, 387 losses, and 28 ties. Again, North, they have 302 wins, 371 losses, and 4 ties. North, 6 sectionals, 1 regional, 1 semi-state, and state final. That was in 1957. That's when they were in 5A. They lost to Penn 35-13 with the Memorial Tigers. 17 sectionals, 11 regionals, 5 semi-states, 2 state championships, and of course, they were winners in 2017 and 2019.
There you see the 4 captains each side exchanging handshakes, the midfield stripe, as we take a look at tonight's officials. And the crew is Tony Wire, Joe Herman, Joe Spencer, Matt Barker, and Paul Quinzer are the referees in stripes here tonight. Captains for North, Grant Hoppy, Luke Grayson, Ricky White Jr., and also Brady Reeves.
Memorial Tigers, they have Matthew Fisher and Luke Elsperman, along with Alex Brochures and Parker Mattingly.
Well, as we talked about moments ago, it is a warm evening here for week 2, as the Tigers will receive the opening kickoff here tonight. North won the toss and deferred, but you know, North has several players that play both ways, so you can see how that impacts the game, especially later on once you get in the second half.
Yeah, when you get into the heat like this, it could be, and I'm glad the officials decided that, or hopefully we'll be taking some breaks, as the Memorial Tigers will get on offense first and try to move the football. And with the sun going down, hopefully the temperature will accompany that as well, as the Memorial Tigers will send 3 players deep on the kick return. It'll be Luke Elsperman, Quinn McCool, and Dylan Kendrick. And kicking off for for North will be Derek Kirsch. Kirsch last week, watching the video, kicked it down to about the 15-yard line. So the Tigers looking to get good field position offensively. Defensively, the North Huskies look to have another 3 and out. They did that the first time Castle had the football last week. Second week action, Memorial Tigers and the Evansville North Huskies. And here with the play-by-play, Jevin Redmond.
North in green tops, the white pants. Tigers in all white uniform tonight. Tigers offense really cruised last week against Jasper, which historically is a good defense, putting up 37 points. A lot of the reserves played in the fourth quarter of that game. Matthew Fisher last week did throw for 3 touchdowns. And we'll see him and his offense first, as we're awaiting the official cue to play from a white hat here this evening.
Well, when he was a sophomore, he threw 39 times, completed 19, and 39 attempts in a ball game is actually his career high for attempts. And of course, Tenbarge for the North Huskies, Jacob Tenbarge, looking to come away with the first win wearing a Husky uniform.
Glad you're with us here on IndianaSRN, with you all season long for Tigers football. And with that, week 2 is underway with a short end-over-end kick angled toward the Tigers sideline. It actually stays inbounds. It's scooped up by Simon Schultz, and he has a short return up the far sideline, shut off shy the 30-yard line.
I'd like to thank Greer's Flooring America for helping us out and keeping the score in front of you. Give them a call, and for all your flooring needs, give Greer Flooring America. Again, here's the starting lineups for the Memorial Tigers, as they'll start 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line, right hash mark.
The complete line last week on Matthew Fisher. Mentioned those 3 touchdowns. He was 16 of 28 passing for 260 yards. They go with a 3 wide receiver set here on the first play tonight. Kendrick in the backfield. And this is Dockery coming near side to the 25-yard line. Got a good block from Elsterman, and he angles out of bounds past the 35, and a flag is thrown.
I think we're going to get maybe a block in the back or a hold on one of the wideout blockers. Again, that's a pass because Dockery comes in motion. They toss it to him, and he had the corner, but the flag was thrown at the 30. So, in essence, that's going to be a penalty from the 30 back to the 20. Actually, what you do is you give Dockery 8 yards on a pass reception, but a 10-yard penalty holding against the Tigers.
So almost a do-over. Instead of 1st and 10, you have 1st and 12 back at the 20. Penalties were impactful in this meeting a season ago, as Memorial had 10 penalties. North had 9 on that Steam United in-low.
This time they'll bring in Landon Horning in the fullback position. They'll dot the I with Kendrick.
Here is Kendrick, who had a good week 1 on the ground, tries to break to the outside, but he's lassoed from behind after a short gain on the first carry from the junior Dylan Kendrick.
Nice job on the stop there for North, coming up, making the tackle.
We're off to a good start because 67 is not on the roster.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're going to have to find that out.
So it's a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. Kendrick in week 1 had 5 carries for 62 yards and a rushing score. 2nd and 10, Fisher looking to throw. Moving to his right, has some good protection. Now he steps up, he zips it far side, and it's through the hands of his intended target, which is Simon Schultz. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Defensively, a nice job in the secondary. Coming up to stop was Darian Walker. So the Tigers will go 3rd and long here on their initial drive, and North looking to go for a little change defensively. They just rotated one of the outside linebackers, gave a 4-man look front as they're dropping off the other outside linebacker, as the Memorial Tigers go with an empty backfield.
Yeah, 5 wide receivers set. Trips to the far side on 3rd and 10. First down is the 32-yard line. In the pocket, across the middle, leaping attempt, and the pass is too high for Dylan Kendrick. And the Tigers are forced into a 3-and-out on their opening drive.
Yeah, good job defensively, as a couple of passes go awry. A penalty on the first play forces Matthew Fisher to be the punter. He was, as last year, a 4A junior Indiana Football Coach Association All-State punter. He had 1 for 35 last week.
And last year his average was just a tick below 34 per punt. North has a couple of guys back to return, lurking around their own 40. Bit of a high snap. Fisher gets it away. Wobbly kick. It will be returned right around the midfield stripe, and Grant Hoppy was hit right away. Good special teams tackle there, but still the North offense will get good field position at the 50-yard line.
Good punt there of 38 yards. But Hoppy a 10-yard return. Alex Brashears on the stop. So the defense for North does their job. The Tigers defense looks to do the same. We've just got 58 seconds gone here in the ballgame.
And North is led by their senior quarterback in Jacob Tinbarge, a 6'2 senior, 180 pounds. Last week was fairly effective. 21 for 28 for 155 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 pick. The 1 interception proved to be the difference. It was a pick 6 in the second quarter as Castle won that matchup 14-11.
And they'll have 2 backs in the backfield. Offset one of them to the right side. Rucker and Mitchell, man in motion.
On the first play coming near side for North is TJ Michael, and he is able to get about 4 yards, shut off shy the 45-yard line.
First hit on the tackle, Quentin Merkel on the defensive end, but they come out with the same exact play that the Tigers did. And a pickup of about 4.
So it sets up 2nd and 6. In that week 1 matchup with Castle, the Huskies had 155 yards through the air, just 59 rushing yards. They picked up 4 there at 2nd and 6.
Yeah, they'll bring up close to the line of scrimmage one of the backs. Again, that's Mitchell. Rucker, the deep back.
Play clock inside of 5 seconds. Rucker with the give, and he has quickly swallowed the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit by the Tigers defense. No gain there for Jason Rucker. Now it's 3rd down for North.
Broshears, along with O'Donohue, along with Brackett, the 3 linebackers, stop them for no gain.
2 minutes gone, first quarter. First possession for North after the Tigers offense went 3 and out. And
4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 in the secondary.
In week 1, North, a lot of 3rd down situations. They were 6 for 16 against the Castle defense. Here, this is 3rd and 6. Tinbarge looks to throw in the pocket, heaves it left side, and it's too tall for his intended target, which was Cole McBride. And now it is 4th down and 6 from Tiger territory, and it looks like North will punt.
Yeah, both teams forced to punt without picking up a first down, as Xavier Mitchell will drop back to punt.
Mitchell is a senior. The Tigers have a pair back to return. That is Dockery. He'll be on the far side of your screen. Elsterman near side. North sets. They get the snap off just in time. Punt is away by Mitchell. Good spiraling kick. Fair catch is called by Elsperman. Oh, and he bobbles it, and it falls right in the lap of the North Huskies, and they are set up with 1st and goal from the 10. A fortuitous bounce right to Braden Elgie, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, Egley, here's your replay. It's high up there. Dockery looking, or Elsperman rather, looking on the 10. Can't get it, and special teams play. A big play there. As a nice job there by Braden Egley, and it's 1st and goal for the North Huskies.
Elsterman typically pretty sure-handed, but that time he muffs the fair catch. So now North a chance. It's not technically 1st and goal because they get a first down inside the 1. Here is Rucker right up the middle and nowhere to go. There's 3 or 4 white jerseys right there to bring down Rucker. And it'll be 2nd down and 11. He loses about a half a yard. Rucker last week didn't really get too much traction on the ground. He had 18 carries for just 14 yards. That time he lost 1, so it's 2nd down and 11. 4 wide receivers set this time. Lone back is Mitchell to the right hip of Tinbarge. Now he comes out to the near side. Tinbarge looking the other way. Pass is caught inside the 5. Broshears makes the tackle, as that is brought in by Hunter Skelton. They are short of the first down, and it's 3rd down.
Great slant pass coming in there as Tinbarge threads it between 2 defenders, and Broshears with the touchdown saving tackle.
North wants to go quickly here.
The same play the other way.
And Memorial jumps offside, so a couple of penalties against the Tigers here in the opening quarter. A hard count there by Tinbarge as they got to the line quickly.
That'll be maybe a half yard. We'll have to maybe give them a yard. That'll get it really close. I guess 2.
So 3rd and very short. It's officially 3rd down and 1. Looks like Mitchell will be in the backfield along with Tinbarge. North trying to get set as the play clock is moving inside of 10 seconds, and North will take a timeout. We'll do the same. No score here early first.
Carezza Landscape has provided landscape services to customers in the Evansville area for over 20 years. The company started small in the late 1990s and has grown to where it is today because of a devoted effort to provide quality and personable service. The goal of our staff is to consistently meet and exceed our customers' expectations while adding value to each property we visit. Call us today at 812-853-6868 for all your landscape needs.
A Rights Memorial education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit rightsmemorial.org/tuition-assistance for more information.
The Huskies take the first timeout of the night. They're staring at a 3rd and 1. The ball is inside the 2-yard line. They can get a first down inside the 1. And North will set up shop with Grayson and also Mitchell in the backfield. This was set up after a muff punt by the Tigers. On 3rd and short, right up the middle, and lunging in is Mitchell for a 2-yard rushing touchdown. And North scores first here early in the first quarter.
They had the extra blocker there with Luke Grayson in the backfield first time. They go over the right side, and just like that, the Memorial Tigers' first-team defense gives up their first points of the season.
So the fumble by Elsterman. Tigers pay for it as they are now trailing for the first time here in 2024. And the PAT has a low line drive kick, and it sneaks through. So it's 7-0 North, 8:23 to go opening quarter here on IndianaSRN.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Scoring drive summary for North is brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. They're located at 1309 North Green River Road in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Coslet and his father, Pat. The Tigers defense had looked like forced a 3-and-out, but it was the muff punt from Elsterman set up North at the 11-yard line, and they go 3 plays, 11 yards, a minute 6. Avier Mitchell with a 2-yard touchdown run. The PAT was made by Derek Kirsch, and it's 7-0 North.
North partisan, you feel good about that first score as Derek Kirsch pounds through the extra point after Mitchell's 2-yard run. That's why it's 7-0 as the Memorial Tigers will get the ball on their second possession, trailing by 7.
Another kick angled toward the Tigers sideline, returned around the 20. And this is Dockery motoring his way past the 30. A better return this time as he gets knocked down around the 35-yard line. This will be the second time we see the Tigers offense, which looked like on the very first play they had some traction, but it was a penalty that brought it back for a hold, and they eventually went 3-and-out.
Yeah, penalties and a turnover have Coach Hurley hopes it's a eye-opening experience here in this first few minutes. And 3 down linemen, 2 inside linebackers. They'll line up 2 outside linebackers just about everywhere as they'll bring up the secondary close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick pass out in the flat, caught by Elsterman. He comes near side of the 40, and he is angled out of bounds on the north sideline. He gets past the first down marker at the 49-yard line. That goes for 14 yards.
Simon Schultz out there blocking as the wide receivers for the Tigers last week and again early here this week, doing a good job on the perimeter blocking. First down for the Tigers.
Elsterman last week against Jasper had 7 catches for 108 yards and a touchdown. He had a big game last year against North, 7 receptions for 135 and a touchdown. From the 49, same play, other side of the field. Elsterman this time drops it. They're ruling it as a fumble, and the Tigers are able to fall on it just past the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down.
Yeah, Luke dropped it, and Luke picked it up, Luke Dockery. So here's the replay. You can see throwing out there, same play, blocking there, and no one near him, just came up slippery. Of course, this humidity, everything, that ball is slick. Could have been the problem the first time he dropped the ball.
So the Tigers do get a yard out of it, though. Ball at the 50-yard line on second down. Dockery, the lone wide receiver, far side, to fake it to Kendrick, and they go across the middle, a sliding attempt, and they rule it a catch. That is Simon Schultz. Was not an easy grab. It's a short gain of 4. So now it's 3rd and 5. 5 minutes gone, first quarter. North leading 7-0. Tigers trying to respond. This is the first time they're in North territory tonight.
And 3 receiver set has been their choice of passing. The middle receiver is wide open.
Quick pass from Fisher. It's caught for a Tiger first down past the 40-yard line. Nice strike there to Max Anslinger. That's his first catch of 2024. That moves the chains.
Yeah, take a look at that. And the Anslinger, the middle defender, dropped off about 15 yards, and Anslinger, just running the quick out, was wide open. And 3 receiver set. They saw something in the video against Castle last week that they thought that they can explore.
There's a pass again on first down. Timing was a bit off. The throw is behind Luke Dockery, incomplete. And now it's 2nd and 10.
And with the spread formation, you get a lot of great passing lanes.
Well, last year the Tigers really went to the air against the North defense. They passed for 231 yards, had just 65 yards on the ground. They throw again. Pass is caught by Elserman. His forward progress is shut off at the 35-yard line, which is just a gain of 2. The Tigers staring at again a long 3rd down at about 8.
Of course, they're inside the 35-yard line of the Huskies, so could be 4-down territory for the Tigers if they don't pick one up here.
And just about to the halfway point of the first quarter, the Tigers call their first timeout, trailing 7-0.
Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance, and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
Tigers' second offensive drive of the night. They are facing a 3rd down and 8 from the North 35-yard line, trailing 7-0, 6:23 to go first quarter.
They'll bring in Landon Horning again at a fullback, along with the tight end.
Fisher goes under center. The handoff to Kendrick up the middle. He slides his way toward the 30-yard line. Able to carve out about 4 yards. Brings up a 4th down and short. Looked like Fisher stumbled a bit coming out from under center as well.
Well, they're going to go for it. This would be a 47-yard field goal if they try to attempt one.
I think running it 2 on 3rd and 8 proves that they were thinking, hey, 2 plays here.
And trips out to the right. Man-on-man coverage there.
First down is the 27-yard line. Here comes some pressure. Fisher surveying on the move. Has to get rid of it. He does. Far sideline, incomplete. Sliding attempt by Simon Schultz. And the Tigers turnover on downs, and North will regain possession, leading 7-0 at their own 30. That was an 8-play drive that fizzles.
Moves out to the right, as you can see here. Had an opening there, but good coverage in the secondary. They were just plastered to the offensive receivers for Memorial. So the Tigers punt it the first time. They have the ball. They'll lose it on downs the second time.
So the North offense back out there with senior quarterback Jacob Tenbarge. He's got Avery Mitchell in the backfield with him, along with Jason Rucker. And it's Rucker, the speedster, who cannot get loose. Good tackle by linebacker Connor O'Donohue. The junior came flying through. A loss of a half a yard there from Jason Rucker.
Good job there playing. You do a alignment and assignment. You stay right there.
So second down and 10, ball just shy of the 30-yard line. It was Avery Mitchell who had that 2-yard rushing score to get North on the board their previous possession. He lines up to the left tip of Tenbarge on second and 10. Tenbarge wants to throw, spins one, and it's caught just past the line of scrimmage. Pretty good coverage there by the Tigers. It's a short completion. That goes to Grant Hoppy, the junior wide receiver, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Right defensively right there was J.J. Lowry. So just a quick out, gets a couple.
Coming up on 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. Trips to the far side for North. The lone back is Rucker.
It's 3 down linemen. They'll drop 8 in the pass pattern. 3-man rush.
Tenbarge drops. He slings it. He had a man open, but he sails the pass over Cole McBride, who found that open spot there right around the 50-yard line. And the Tigers defense able to force a 3 and out, but that was more so a miscue there between Tenbarge and McBride.
He was open. He got behind the defender, but couldn't connect. So the Tigers will drop back on the punt of Mitchell.
Last time North punted, it was Elsterman who was sibling for a fair catch at the 10-yard line, and he muffed it. And it was recovered by North, leading their first score of the night. And the only score so far is they lead 7-0. This punt is a shorter kick. It bounces at the 40-yard line and takes a North hop out of bounds. As we remind you that Wrights Memorial High School, they're in their 100th year providing an environment where God inspires, they educate, and students thrive. You can join them in their year-long celebration by checking out their website at wrightsmemorial.org for more information. Looks like they'll mark it out at the 32-yard line.
Well, after the bounce and the roll, he ends up with a 36-yard punt.
Tigers offense looks smooth in week 1. Of course, a small sample size so far tonight, but they've been a bit choppy. We'll see what they can do here with their 3rd offensive series.
Good. 5-man front, 2 middle line inside linebackers.
They're going to run it here with Horning, and Horning able to trudge forward, maybe gets a yard on the carry. Horning, a 5'7" senior, 170 pounds, had just 4 carries in week 1 for 17 yards, but did find the end zone once. They're going to say no gain, so it's 2nd and 10. Fisher goes under center. This time it is Kendrick looking for a seam, trying to get to the outside, and Kendrick cannot. He cannot turn the corner as he was brought down by the North defense. One of the men there on the tackle was Austin Bell. Gain of a yard, 3rd and 9. Tigers have been facing a lot of long 3rd downs.
Also a nice job coming under Amon Kincaid.
Got Dockery, the lone wide receiver, far side again. Trip to the near side on 3rd down. High snap, Fisher handles it, has time in the pocket, throws it toward the midfield stripe, and again the throw was behind his target, Luke Elserman, who had to stop and try to come back for it. That throw is on target, It would have been a first down for the Tigers. Instead, they'll have to punt once again. Well, I know this North defense wasn't on the field very much against Castle in week 1, but they allowed just 19 passing yards in that game.
And Fisher hasn't really been pressured a lot, and receivers, just the timing just a little bit off here tonight for the Tigers.
So Fisher to punt, and we have a flag that flies on the snap.
Could have been delay of game. Referees discussing.
Our white hat steps up.
12 men on the field for North.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down for the Tigers. Now they'll mark it off and re-kick again.
North anticipating maybe they're going to go for it.
Fisher punts it away. Nobody back to return. It hops inside the 20, is rolling toward the end zone. The Tigers are there to down it. The ball deadens those short of the 5-yard line. And a job well done there by Matthew Fisher. A beautiful punt. He had a handful of those a season ago. He had 7 punts inside the 20-yard line, and he has his first here in 2024.
55-yarder, so the North defense stops the Tiger offense, but you flip the field on the 55-yard punt.
You can continue the tradition of supporting Memorial Athletics by joining and supporting the Booster Club. You can come to their annual steak night on September 28th at the school for great food and fellowship. Like them on Facebook for more Booster Club information. The Tigers able to flip the field, so the defense can keep the Huskies offense pinned as the drive starts from their own 6. Quarterback Tinbarge in the sunlight, most of the field in shadows now on this warm Friday evening. They're going to run it on first down. And this is Rucker. Rucker able to slide out to the 9, a pickup of 3.
And Connor O'Donohue was able to just grab him by the ankles and knock him down, because if he doesn't do that, Rucker, he's off and running.
It's 2nd and 7, ball just shy of the 10. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Tinbarge gives it off again to Rucker. He started toward the middle, then tried to break toward his left, but really had nowhere to go as he was upended after a half-yard gain, and now a big 3rd down coming up for the Tigers to try to keep North pinned.
O'Donohue, 2 stops in the last 2 plays for the Tiger D.
O'Donohue, he was flying around in week 1 defensively. He really impressed. 11 tackles for the Tigers. 3 were for a loss. Thought we called him, and of course we expect to call Brochier's name quite a bit, but those 2 were leading that Memorial defense.
2 receivers each side.
3rd and 5. Tinbarge looking left, wobbly pass, and he underthrows his target. As the Tigers are able to force a stop, they should get good field position here as Tinbarge underthrew his target, Grant Hoppy. And now a chance for Memorial to start in plus territory.
Seen a lot of punts here in this first quarter.
Remember how last week you were talking about how it's flying by in the first quarter? Not so much tonight.
We get to watch more football, that's all, Jevin.
Tigers still waiting for just something positive to happen.
Well, they're going to put 10 guys up on the line of scrimmage. Maybe look for the block because they're only 1 guy back. And that is Elsperman standing on his own 40.
Flag flies from the near sideline. Elsperman calling for a fair catch, and he hauls that one in at the 35. We'll see if it stands. The flag came from our near side official.
decision time for the Tigers, Coach Hurley, if the penalty is against North. Do you take the play or do you make them kick it again? But you got great field position.
This will be the best starting field position of the night for the Tigers. Looks like Coach Hurley has made his decision and communicated that with the officials. It was an illegal shift against North. The Tigers elect to decline the penalty, so the punt holds and the Tigers will start from the 35-yard line.
24-yard punt, no return. This is Memorial's fourth possession. North has had the ball 4 times.
Tigers have gone 3 and out twice. They did have one drive that was an 8-play drive into North territory, eventually resulted in a turnover on downs. 1:19 to go first quarter, 7-0 North. Fisher, they try to set up the screen to Kendrick, caught far sideline, sprinting up the sideline, and Kendrick lowers his shoulder as he scampers inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That goes for 6.
Playing his position as Amon Kincaid, and he did a good job there as looked like Kendrick had some room up the right side, but he had Kendrick one-on-one and stopped him after a gain of about 6.
Talked about Kendrick in week 1. He had 5 rushes for 62 yards. He also had 5 catches over 100 yards, one of which was a 43-yard gain. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers from the 29-yard line. They go to the ground this time with Kendrick. Stetter steps a bit, and now he sprints forward between the hash marks, and he gets the first down. With a 23-yard line, a pickup of 7 for Dylan Kendrick, and move the chains.
First down we've had a long time for either team. North just the one, and that's the 3rd for the Tigers. They'll move the sticks, mark it at the 23, as you say. Yeah, Kendrick, he's had in his last 3 games he's played, the last 2 games in the tournament last year, he had 100-yard rushing games. Last week he had a 100-yard receiving game.
Kendrick back there again to the right hip of Fisher on 1st and 10. Fisher's going to throw it near side, 101 coverage, leaping attempt by Elsterman, and the pass is incomplete. Monty Lane, the junior cornerback there, was guarding Elsterman one-on-one, and it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was one of those max protection. Really only one minute. There was a second receiver out, but Lane, the junior, was equal to the task there.
So good defensive play by the junior. 2nd and 10. Tigers trying to get inside the red zone for the first time tonight. They're going to pass again. Good protection. Fisher toward the end zone. Man leaking out. Leaping attempt. 2 feet in. Waiting for the signal. Touchdown Tigers. Fisher to Anslinger. 23 yards. And the Tigers a PAT away from tying the game at 7.
Great job there by the offensive line. Here's a replay. You got a crossing pattern there. Anslinger, the second receiver in. Elsperman looks like a flat route, and Anslinger picks up the 6-point catch, and the Tigers an extra point away from tying it up with 41 seconds to go.
Well, Anslinger had his first catch of the season earlier in this quarter. Now he has his first touchdown grab. And on for the PAT is Pate Barrett. He was 4 for 4 in week 1. He missed just 1 PAT all of last year in 32 tries. And the old reliable left footer puts it through the middle. We're tied at 7 here, late first quarter on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Tigers get a short field after a punt from the north end zone. They go 4 plays, 35 yards in just 38 seconds. It was a 23-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Fisher to Max Anslinger, the first touchdown grab of the season for Anslinger and for Fisher, his 4th touchdown pass. As that drive summary is brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. They're located at 1309 North Green River Road in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Coslett and his father, Pat. No, Mike, the Tigers are waiting for something positive. I think they got it just there.
Yeah, that's when you take a deep breath and say, okay, it's equal now. We've still got a little over 3 quarters to go.
Barrett with the ensuing at kickoff. It drifts to the 5, returned by Rucker, trying to angle left. Now he comes back middle of the field, and he's punished by, guess who? O'Donohue, who's been a standout for the Tigers' defense, this time on special teams. North will start inside the 20.
Good coverage that time. Is nowhere to go for Rucker.
Mike, we have some scores real quick throughout the SIAC. All these scores, first quarter, Castle leading Mater Dei 7-0. Bossy on top of Central 6-3. Jasper leads Harrison 7-6. And Wrights on top of Vincennes 14-0.
All inside the 20. So the defense for the Tigers looking to step up. Both teams scoring on short fields in this first quarter, Jevin.
Low snap, Tenbarge handles it. He tries to hand it off to Mitchell, and Mitchell paused for a second, and now he gets twisted down the turf after a loss of a yard. Good pursuit again by the Tigers defense to bring up 2nd down and 11. And real quick, that scoreboard update throughout the conference was brought to you by Kipley's. They are located on the corner of the Lloyd Expressway and Bakey Avenue in Evansville. Be sure to join them before or after the game for great food and fun. If North wants to, that can be the final play of the first quarter, and that is their choice. So we're right where we started after 12 minutes, all tied at 7 here at North.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life.
I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming, faith-based learning environment.
And I believe a memorial education is the foundation for a bright future.
Explore the endless possibilities at Wrights Memorial.
Seven after 1 quarter here from Bundren Stadium alongside Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Redmond. North with the football, a 2nd down and 12 from their own 15-yard line. And Cresso Landscape has been serving the Evansville, Newburgh, and surrounding communities for over 20 years. For all of your landscaping installation and maintenance, if you're not satisfied with your lawn or landscaping, contact Cresso at 812-853-6868 or at Cresso.com. So the Huskies score early in the first quarter. Avier Mitchell with a 2-yard touchdown run with 8:23 to go in the first. That was a 3-play, 11-yard drive. The Tigers scored late first quarter with 41 seconds. It was a 4-play, 35-yard drive, capped off by a 23-yard hookup between Fisher and Anslinger.
After Rucker made several players miss, Alex Brashears, Jevin had the tackle for loss.
Tigers had 10 of those in week 1 against Jasper. Tenbarge looking to throw here on 2nd down. Pressure comes, steps up in the pocket. Now he has some room to run. Tenbarge to the 20, 25-yard line. He's angled out of bounds. That is past the first down marker. The pocket collapsed, but Tenbarge was able to slide out of there, and he picks up a first down for North. That's about a 15-yard scamper.
Yeah, good pass protection there. Had a hat on all the Tiger defenders, and Tenbarge steps up and gets the first.
His longest rush, he only had 3 rushes last week, but it was for 7 yards. So he gets officially 14 there on that run, and it's 1st and 10 from the 29.
Where the sun is right now, he's out of the shadow of his own goal post.
Low snap. Tenbarge just falls on it as Liam Bryant Make sure he is down as well. And now we have a flag that comes in late from the far side.
And looks like North's players clapping, so it could be against the white-clad Tigers.
So the officials now having a conversation about what happened. It was after the play was over.
Dead ball foul.
It's against North.
Against North.
Okay.
Wow.
That was odd because I didn't see the North players clapping, but judging by the mannerisms of the Tigers defense, I thought it was going to be against Memorial.
The ball's just inside the 30, and it's a 5-yard penalty. No, it's ball's at the 24, because that's right. He had a loss on the play.
Right.
So
there's a loss of 5 on a low snap.
So half the distance will make it 12 yards.
So they move it all the way down, as Mike mentioned, to the 12-yard line. And now North, like they were the previous possession, backed up toward their own end zone.
For a hot evening, Jevin, we've got a great crowd here at Buntwood Stadium. Both sides.
It's 2nd and 27 officially. Empty backfield, Tenbarge looking across the middle, flushed out to his left. He just heaves it, leaping attempt, and that'll be a pass interference against the Tigers as contact was made before the ball got there. Grant Hoppy went up trying to make the catch, and it's going to be pass interference against the Tigers.
Big penalty there, but it's 15 in high school.
Yep.
It's just the yardage. It's not the play there. Yeah.
And he never played the ball either.
So they'll move it from the 12 to the 27, so that'll make the second down more manageable.
Well, we're pretty much back to where we were before the personal foul against North. So just about 30 seconds gone here in the second quarters. We're tied at 7. Tell you what, Mike, those crowd mics you put out there, the fans always find them, no matter where you put them.
And we love having these fans.
As you mentioned, a very good crowd here on the north side.
3 receivers out to the right, running back on the right side. Looks like a little flare pass out to the right.
Pass is caught by Rucker. He's on the move. He lowers his shoulder past the 30. A hard collision there to the 31. That play was very promising as it developed, but it goes for 4, and it's 3rd down and 8.
Connor O'Donohue out there again. Playing that wide side of the field linebacker position. He's done a great job last week and coming back this week. Tigers defense looking to force another punt.
First down is the 39-yard line for the Huskies. Tenbarge pump fakes, starts to move to his right, down he goes. Liam Bryant works his way to the backfield and picks up the sack.
Worked himself upfield, got to contain. Watch on the top of your screen there. He keeps on going and got him for the loss. Goes from the 32 to the 26.
Of course, Bryant playing a new position this year. At one time, he was a Tigers backup quarterback. Saw some action there a season ago, but he's put on some muscle now. 6'3", 215. He picks up a sack there to force a North punt.
He had a half a sack along with Gene last week against Jasper.
So the Tigers should get fairly good field position once again. As the punt is spiraling middle of the field, Tigers will let it bounce, and it takes an excellent North roll. And it stops at the 30-yard line. Well, this game is tied at 7, 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Hey, if you need a new front door, Lensing Home Showroom sells and installs a wide variety of exterior doors. You can learn more at lensingHomeShowroom.com.
Mitchell, 44-yard punt, no return. That was the 5th punt already in the ball game for the North Huskies.
Tigers were able to score on their last drive. The 4-play, 35-yard drive in 38 seconds. And in motion left to right, that is Elstrom, and he has it. Elstrom looking for a block at the 30, cuts back inside spinning, and not much room to move after he got past the line of scrimmage. That'll go for 2 yards. Again, that is a pass.
Good job by the inside linebacker there, Ethan Moden. Kept him for just a short game.
Elstrom, a couple of catches tonight. He had 7 catches last year for 135 and a score against North, as the Tigers won the game 17-0. There's Elstrom again, a good grab, and he works his way to the 40. Far sideline, Elstrom lassoed from behind, shy the midfield stripe. Boy, Elstrom really had to adjust quickly to make that catch. And that goes for about 15 yards and a Tigers first down.
Good job, good timing that time. The Tigers offense throwing the ball on that play. Good timing, good protection. Coach Hurley in the passing game would take 15 every time.
Absolutely.
5th first down. North just 2 in the ball game. 4th by the pass by the Tigers. So Memorial looking to do damage here tonight via the air.
Here's a handoff to Kendrick. Starts toward the middle, now cuts left, and he gets into North territory. End of about 4 for Dylan Kendrick.
Good stop in there. In on the tackle, Ricky White. We got to find out who 67 is. We got to give that young man some credit.
And North had a jersey change, I think, before the game because 67 is not on the roster. Second and 6 for the Tigers in North territory. They're going to go to Horning this time, right up the gut. Horning to the 40. Sheds a tackle 35-30. Trying to break it loose, and he's brought down from behind. Also trying to hang on to the football there was TJ Michael, who is chasing him from behind. But a huge gain for Landon Horning, right up the gut, and the Tigers in business.
An attaboy for the offensive line there. They get a hat on everybody, then Horning quickly gets into the secondary, cuts to the outside, gets a block, and good job by Mitchell trying to stop him, or if he doesn't grab him, that could have been 6 more.
The Tigers inching closer to the red zone. They're at the 22-yard line. Here is a handoff to Kendrick. Some space up the middle again. He cuts left. Kendrick to the 10, inside the 5, lunging toward the goal line, and his knee hits just shy of the end zone. Good burst there by Dylan Kendrick. He almost had a rushing score. They mark him down at the 1, and they're inside the Weicker Realtors Schultz Group red zone.
Good job, offensive line. Back to back. They found something there, and just a step away from 6.
21 yards there for Kendrick. First and goal from the 1. Kendrick the back to the right hip of Fisher. Now they move Kendrick out to the right. Elstrom in motion. He's got it coming near side. He's tripped up, stays on his feet, and is able to get back to the initial line of scrimmage. Good second effort there by Elstrom to keep those feet moving. It'll be second and goal.
And out there was Diamante Lane. He doesn't trip him up. He's in there. So a completed pass for no gain. So it's second and goal from the 1.
The nose of the football inside the 1-yard line on that right hash. So Landon Horning rush back in on your screen. He'll line up just to the right of Fisher. Kendrick the back behind him.
Shortest point between 2 points is a straight line.
Second and goal from the 1. They fake it to Horning, and Fisher dives. He's in. Touchdown Tigers. Matthew Fisher, his first rushing touchdown of the year, and the Tigers have their first lead.
They come up with the play. Horning got stopped short, but they had a corollary to that play. Here we go. Watch. He puts it in his belly, but Fisher keeps it and just dives into the end zone, gets 6 points, and the Tigers take their first lead of the night.
That was a 7-play drive for the Tigers as Barrett is on for the PAT.
Rochere's the hold, or the snap. Simon Scholl's the hold.
And Barrett with a high booming kick is good. Tigers in front, 14-7. 7:05 to go second quarter here on IndianaSRN.
A licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter @IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now @IndianaSRN.
Our Simplicity Furniture scoring drive for the Tigers as they take a 14-7 lead. They go 7 plays, 70 yards, 2 minutes and 44 seconds. It is Matthew Fisher with the 1-yard touchdown run. And on that drive, a couple long runs, one from Dylan Kendrick and also from Landon Horning.
Yeah, a couple of long passes, too. As Fisher now has thrown for one and has run for one. And Barrett, he's got a pair of extra points. Again, Mitchell deep. And along with, looks like Darian Walker.
So Barrett with a shorter kick, bouncing at the 25-yard line. Return, middle of the field for the Huskies. This is Lane, and Lane able to scoot past the 30. And decent field position for the Husky offense at the 33.
Wes Kelly, another special teams tackle for the Tigers.
Just about halfway through the second quarter, and remind you to stick around when halftime comes around, as Tucker Smith will be your host, talking with Memorial Principal Aaron Schmidt. He'll be our halftime guest tonight. North led 7-0 about 4 minutes into the game, but the Tigers have scored the game's last 14 points. Fake it, end up giving it to Rucker near sideline, and he's loose into Tigers territory, and he will fly down the sideline. There's a response for North. One play, they go 67 yards, and Rucker has his first touchdown of the season.
A well-designed play as they'll snap it, they'll fake the toss, inside reverse, good block out there on the perimeter, and Rucker does the rest. So just when the Tigers defense looked like they were comfortable forcing a lot of 3-and-outs, they didn't have a 3-and-out because North got it all back on one play.
Derek Kirsch will have the PAT, the sophomore kicker, made his first try of the night. Here he's trying to knot the game up at 14. High snap, they get it down. And the kick is good. So just like that, back to a brand new ball game, tied at 14.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Well, Jason Rucker in week 1 for North had just 18 carries for 14 yards, but on that last play, Mikey goes 67 yards for the score.
And untouched. All right. Tigers looking to get good field position because kickoffs have been kind of coming short there from Mitchell.
Yeah, they're going short and angling toward the sideline. Mitchell set. This is a little better kick, drifting back to the 20. Returned by the Tigers. Past the 30, and this is Dockery staying on his feet. About a 23-yard return past the 40-yard line, so they will get that good field position.
Aiden Baggett, special teams tackle for the Huskies.
Thanks to Mel K. They're one of our sponsors of tonight's broadcast here on IndianaSRN. Mel K. for all of your commercial, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing needs. At Mel K. Big projects, big solutions.
Last time Memorial had the ball, 70 yards, 7 plays, and a score. But the defense gives up a big one, and that's why we're tied at 14-14 with midway through here this second quarter. Again, big thank you to Greer's Flooring America. If you need some flooring needs, give them a call on the scoreboard there.
Here is Kendrick dancing around in the backfield, fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, which he fails to do so. Kendrick will lose a yard.
Good job. 4 different players, Grayson and Pegram, make the initial stop, get help from a couple other green shirts.
Sets up 2nd and 11. Again, both Kendrick and Horning had some lengthy runs on the previous Tigers scoring drive that went 7 plays, 70 yards.
3 receivers out to the left, and Kendrick out there as well. Fisher rolls left.
Fisher throws low. Pass was in the area of Elsterman. He was feeling that pressure from the backside, had to get rid of it, and it sets up 3rd and long, and that was Q Polly who was breathing down Fisher's neck.
Yeah, that's a tough pass with a right-handed thrower rolling left. And give credit to that secondary. They had everybody covered.
So 3rd and 11. Halfway through the second quarter, tied at 14. It's been a fun game so far. These matchups the last handful of years have been entertaining between the Tigers and the Huskies. Fisher flushed. Throws low, and it'll be a 3 and out for the Tigers offense. Again, that was about the same play as we saw on the previous play where Fisher, tough throw, moving to his left and had pressure from the backside.
Yeah, 2 or 3 green shirts after him. And again, throw it low so nobody can catch it from the defense, and live to punt it away and play another play. 3 and out, -1 on the offense in that possession. This will be the 3rd punt for the Tigers tonight. We punted once last week.
Rucker and Hoppy back to return this kick. You got Rucker here near side, Hoppy to the far side. They're back around their own 15. Fisher had an excellent punt inside the 10-yard line as last time. Handles the high snap, kicks it away, and a sliding attempt by Rucker just past the 20-yard line, and North offense will try to give the Huskies their 2nd lead of the night.
35-yard punt, no return. So with 5:49 to go here on the Greer's Flooring America scoreboard, it's all even. Memorial and North, 14.
I'm talking about those good matchups in previous years. Last year the Tigers won 17-0 at home. North won here 2 years ago, 14-0. Before that, Memorial won 28-20. And then North, 4 years ago, won 37-12. It's been an even split the last 4 head-to-head meetings. Tigers had a late guy getting on the field. Does not matter. They pick up another tackle for loss. Swarming through there was Brady Combs to make the stop at the loss of 2. Tigers had just 10 guys out there. There was a late man coming on as a snap was being taken.
I'm sure Coach Ben Johnson was happy with the result, but not with the formation. Combs tackle for loss.
Low snap. 10 Barge under pressure, trying to escape from Bryan, who's sprinting from behind, and now he slides at the 25-yard line. All that work, and he's able to get 4 or 5, sets up a manageable 3rd down, though.
Tigers had some shots at him, but give 10 Barge credit. He was able to use his speed and feed to elude the defensive pressure.
That's 3rd and 9 from their own 24-yard line. trips to the near side. Single wide receiver far side. The lone back is Xavier Mitchell, who has a rushing touchdown tonight. Now he spreads out to the right. Empty backfield on 3rd down and long. The pass across the middle, and it hits the head of Grant Hoppy, who was open, but he turned around for the pass too late. Tigers defense catches a break there, and they will force a North punt. They put it right on the mark.
Yep. This will be the 6th punt for the Huskies here. We still got 4:22 to go in the first half.
And again, another chance to possibly get this in plus territory. Tigers return men around the 50-yard line. Again, they go with Elsterman and Dockery. The punt will come from Mitchell. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Mitchell, with a line drive kick. Dockery backs up. Now he will return it. Coming near side of the 50. Dockery had a steam 40. Well into North territory, and he's up in it at the 30-yard line. So Dockery backed away, let it bounce right into his lap, and a strong return. The Tigers set up at the 30.
A 39-yard punt. He returns it from his own 37 to the 29. So a good return there of 34 yards. Sets the Tigers up in great field position.
Important here for the Tigers to get points, also maybe use a bit of that clock as North will get the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter. North won the opening toss and deferred. They fake it to Kendrick. The pass is caught. Middle of the field inside the 10-yard line. That was a strike to Simon Schultz. All the way down to the 9-yard line. That goes for 20 yards. And they are inside the Weichert Realtors, the Schultz Group red zone.
Good replay here. Watch the replay. Good job. A couple of defenders right there, and Fisher threaded it. 1st and goal. 5th first down by the pass, 3 by the rush. North's 3 first downs, all by the run.
1st and goal from the 9. Here's a quick pass out in the flat. Elsterman catches, stumbles a bit. Makes one tackler miss, and then he is punished at the 3-yard line. That goes for 6. Setting up 2nd and goal. Again, they're inside the Weichert Realtors, a Schultz Group red zone. They've been supporting the Tigers and Southwest Indiana's real estate needs for over 50 years. Give them a call if you are looking to buy or sell.
Good job. Just that quick out pass. North had defenders there. First one missed. 2nd and 3rd got him.
I go I formation, Fisher under center, Horning the fullback, Kendrick the running back. They fake it to Horning again. Fisher looking for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, and he gets it. Touchdown Tigers. Fisher from 3 yards out, and the Tigers back in front.
Same way they got his 1st rushing touchdown.
There you see they fake it to Horning as they did on their previous touchdown, which put the Tigers in front 14-7, and now they're in front 20-14 with the PAT pending. It was a quick 3-play drive as Barrett comes on for the point after. And the kick from Barrett is good. We'll step aside. Tigers by 7 here late 2nd quarter.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Well, a lot of action, a lot of back and forth here in the opening half between North and Memorial. Tigers recapture the lead at 21-14 thanks to a Matthew Fisher 3-yard touchdown run, capping off a 3-play, 29-yard drive in 53 seconds. The big play on that drive was the 20-yard pass from Fisher to Schultz.
And set up by a 37-yard punt return by Luke Dockery.
So 3:17 left here in the second quarter. For Fisher, his second rushing touchdown of the night and the season. Last year, of course, he played just essentially 3.5 games, but he only had one rushing touchdown a season ago.
This will be North's 8th possession of the ball game.
Hope you brought extra paper for your stats. You're filling that up quickly.
Gladly. It's a great game.
Bit of a problem here with the return by North's Darian Walker. He's able to scoop it back up and stay on his feet before he is tackled shy of the 30.
Wes Kelly, again, another special teams tackle.
If you remember the last time Memorial took the lead at 14-7, it was a lightning quick response from North. Jason Rucker went 67 yards on the ground. It was just a one-play drive.
The heat hasn't slowed down either offense here tonight, Jevin.
Drive starts from the 30. Miscommunication there with the handoff, and the quarterback
Fumble.
keeps it. The ball squirts free for a moment by Tenbarge, and then Tenbarge is able to pick it back up. He was looking to hand it off his left hip, but nobody was home.
Liam Brown, another tackle for loss.
They lose 3 on the opening play of this drive, 2nd and 13. Clock moving inside of 3 minutes. Each team has 2 timeouts to work with here in the first half. Tenbarge sets the throw quickly near side, incomplete. Hunter Skelton was the receiver. And now it's 3rd and 13. So the Tigers thinking, hey, force another punt, good field position, maybe one more score.
Yeah, J.J. Lowry there, right defensively. And we said North 8th possession. Memorial's had the ball 7 times.
So 3rd and 13. They have to get to the 40-yard line. There's some miscommunication here by the Tigers, or by the North offense. Play clock is at 5 seconds. And they will burn a timeout. Head coach Joey Paradine right before the play clock expires. 3rd and 13 when we come back.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
All right, 3rd and 13 for North as they just used their second time out of the half. At the very least, they're hoping to move the football a bit.
Well, the guy keeping the possession charts are earning their money tonight on the sidelines for both teams.
See what Coach Paradine comes up with here out of the timeout. They want a screen pass. Caught around the line of scrimmage and brought down past the 30. They went with the quick hitter. Does not work out. I think that was Evan Garnett on the reception. It'll be 4th and roughly 6 or 7. North will punt. And the Tigers are going to get it back with about a minute 45 or so and 2 timeouts to operate with. We saw them last week, Mike, run the 2-minute drill to perfection in that first half against Jasper.
Yeah, this will be the 7th punt. Brady Combs, good hustle play from his defensive tackle position to come back and make the tackle.
Elsperman and Dockery, the return men. North letting that play clock wind down as much as they can, which is at 3 seconds. There's the snap. Punt is away. Middle of field. Tigers back away from it. And a very good roll for North. right to the 20-yard line. Again,
46-yard punt after the roll.
And hope you stick with us during our halftime show. We'll come back, have a quick scoring recap of this first half, and then Tucker Smith will be your host alongside Aaron Smith, the Memorial principal. So stay tuned for that conversation. Dockery sets up here near side as the lone receiver, trips the far side. Kendrick in the backfield with Fisher. Fisher's going to move toward the Tigers sideline. He'll heave it. Long pass attempt, and it sails over Anslinger, who does have a 23-yard touchdown catch tonight. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Brady Combs in there offensively now for the Tigers on the line.
Same formation again here for the Tigers on the 2nd down. In the pocket, Fisher grabbed around the waist and he throws it. They're going to rule it as an incomplete pass. The ball rolling between the hash marks. He got rid of it just in time. According to our officials, does stop the clock with 1:21, and now the Tigers staring at a 3rd down and 10.
Good pressure that time by the interior of the North defense. That 3-man front battling against that offensive line. They won it that time. Fisher had nowhere to go with the ball.
Well, they wind the clock as if it wasn't an incomplete pass. Maybe his knee was down before he released the football. And now North jumps off sides thanks to the hard count from Fisher, and the Tigers get a free 5.
Just their 3rd penalty for 22 yards. The Tigers have 3 as well for 27.
Been a back and forth game. North scored first. About 4 minutes in, the Tigers scored 14 straight. North scored to tie the game at 14. The Tigers have our most recent score on the Fisher 3-yard touchdown run. 3rd and 5. Looking for the screen. Fisher flushed, throws too high for Kendrick. There is a flag in the middle of the field thrown by our umpire.
Good pressure being applied by the Huskies' Baron Briscoe. See what the flag is. Legal man downfield.
So North will decline that, and now the Tigers will have to punt it back to the Huskies. They have just 1 timeout to work with, and they'll have less than a minute to operate.
This will be the Memorial Tigers' 4th timeout. Or fourth punt,
yeah.
4th punt.
They had just 1 punt all last week.
This will be the 11th punt of the game for both, adding up both squads.
Well, North hoping either Hoppy or Rucker can do something with this Fisher punt. What was Fisher's longest tonight? 55 yards? Is that what he kicked?
Yes.
His average in his career right around 35 yards per kick. He gets away a booming kick, spiraling all the way back to the 20-yard line, and it bounces right at the 20 before it's down by the Tiger. Well, that was a beautiful kick by Fisher.
45-yarder.
And so now we'll see how aggressive North wants to get with it. 49 seconds and 1 timeout. Tucker Smith, he'll have a full rundown of our scoreboard at halftime, but a couple of teasers here. Castle leads Mater Dei 24-7 at half, and Wright's blanking Vincennes 14-0 at half. 1 second quarter score, Harrison leading Jasper at Jasper 20-13.
Well, the Tigers, I think, have 2 timeouts left.
They do.
So you can't take a knee. You got to run a play. And the question is whether the Tigers elect to call these timeouts on defense. All depends on how the first and 10 plays goes for Evansville North.
North will get the football to start the third quarter.
And Evansville North, one of 32 5A schools. Memorial dropped from 4A to 3A, one of 62 3A schools.
With the man in motion, they give it to Rucker. And he almost lost that ball as he was able to run for 3 yards. Clock still moving inside of 40 seconds. Memorial not using a timeout.
Bryant on the tackle.
I'm going back up. Come on, guys.
North will run at least one more play here. Tinbarge gives it back to Rucker, has a seam, and he is undercut short of the 30. Looks like he's about a yard shy of the first down. He got 7, needed 8. And it's 3rd and 1 with 10 seconds left in the opening half. See if North runs one more play, if they're content with heading into halftime. And they will send it to halftime. So an entertaining first 24 minutes here at North High School. A back and forth battle. And the Tigers right now enjoying a 7-point halftime lead. Our halftime show comes your way next, brought to you by Royal Express Car Wash here on IndianaSRN.
Carezzo Landscape has provided landscape services to customers in the Evansville area for over 20 years. The company started small in the late 1990s and has grown to where it is today because of a devoted effort to provide quality and personable service. The goal of our staff is to consistently meet and exceed our customers' expectations while adding value to each property we visit. Call us today at 812-853-6868 for all your landscape needs.
A Wrights Memorial Education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit wrightsmemorial.org/tuition-assistance for more information.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rock-A-Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rock-A-Bar Pizza.
Welcome back to our Royal Express Car Wash halftime show. Your score, Memorial 21, North 14. And let's go through our scoring recap from half number 1. The Huskies got on the board after a muffed punt from Elsterman, set them up at the 11-yard line. They go 3 plays, 11 yards in a minute and 6 seconds. Avier Mitchell with a 2-yard rushing touchdown made it 7-0 North with 8:23 to go in the first quarter. Tigers then tied the game late first quarter with 41 seconds. It was a 23-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Fisher to Max Anslinger, his first touchdown catch of the season, capping off a 4-play, 35-yard drive in 38 seconds. Memorial took the lead with 7:05 to go in the second quarter. Fisher a 1-yard touchdown run, finishing off a 7-play, 70-yard drive in 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Didn't last very long, though, because North responded 1 play, 67 yards, and cruising to the end zone, a 67-yard rushing score from Rucker. It was a 14-14 tie with 6:50 to go in the second quarter. And our final score of the half came from Matthew Fisher, a 3-yard touchdown run with 3:17 to go in the second quarter. 21-14 Tigers. That was a 3-play, 29-yard drive with 53 seconds taken off the clock. I want to welcome in newer audience right now, as we're told a couple of our streams up in Indianapolis is showing the feed of this Memorial and North game because of a lightning delay in the Indy area. So thanks for joining us here at halftime. As coming up next, it'll be Tucker Smith, your host, alongside Aaron Smith, the Memorial principal. That conversation comes your way next. Tigers by 7 here at recess.
Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
Hello and welcome back to Bundrant Stadium here at the campus of North High School, where you're watching Memorial Tiger football live on IndianaSRN. I'm your halftime host, Tucker Smith. Guest here, Principal Aaron Schmidt. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing, Tucker?
Good, good. Well, first and foremost, you knew I was going to say it. Happy birthday. I know that's way too personal for you to let people know that, but happy birthday.
Well, I appreciate that. There wasn't a 25-foot tall inflatable Bumble, the inflatable snowman like last year from that. So, but still very appreciative of that. The kids sang me happy birthday just a minute ago when I first got here, and so always very appreciative of that. I know the community always makes me feel welcome and cared for. So
good. Well, how's so year 3 as principal? I know the first year, little nerves, little up a bit.
Always, right?
Then second year, we kind of got in the groove a little bit. So now you're expert, veteran level now, right?
Yeah.
3 years in.
Hardly. I mean, I don't know that you ever get comfortable in these kinds of positions. There's always something new, always a new opportunity you're looking to, try to capitalize on. There's always a different opportunity. There's always, challenges and always great things about every year. But I feel good this year.
Good.
I think, kind of year 3, I know Mr. Mosek, our former president, kind of always said, hey, by the time you get into year 3, you're going to kind of have your feet underneath you and feel pretty good about it. And I think that's definitely true this year. I feel a little bit more settled than I have the past couple of years.
Good. So how's the school year going?
Real good. I was telling our faculty the other day just how, we have all these great things going on at the school. Right? Core values is such a great thing that we're kind of trying to bring back to the school and trying to talk about how we live those core values from Brothers of Lacrosse. Kind of started the work last year, started moving on to this year with really living those out. And I keep telling our faculty, one of my favorite things that I'm seeing this year is that whenever I'm talking to kids in the hallway and ask them, hey, who's educating your hearts and minds, right? One of our core values, especially for our teachers at the school, and I'm asking them who's educating your hearts and minds, and they're saying they're always telling me, they're giving me 50 different answers throughout the course of the day. And that's wonderful because that means all of our teachers, which it takes all of our teachers to reach all of our kids. So.
Sure, absolutely. And, with that, I know a big part of the Brothers of Holy Cross, is kind of stemming from the tradition that we had of the brothers teaching there at school. And I know Brother Eugene obviously was a massive impact on you and a lot of students there at Memorial. Myself included, just from working summer crew.
Yeah.
So, but with that, the tradition and everything else, 100-year celebrations that are going on. So lots going on this year.
Yeah. So you're talking about obviously brother Eugene and Brother John were both there when I was there. I was lucky enough this summer to get to go up to Holy Cross with a group of 7 students. Mrs. Kale, our theology department chair, and myself were able to go up to Holy Cross and spend a week up there at a Holy Cross Leadership Conference for students. And so we got to go up there for the week. They got to stay on campus. Brother Bob was great. He hosted us. He made us feel very welcome. And they got to learn and meet, kids from all over the United States. We had kids from Connecticut that were at Holy Cross schools, kids from Maryland, kids from Chicago, Ohio, kind of the Midwest region. And so we're really excited about that. The brothers came down. They did our professional development for our faculty. They did our faculty retreat this past year. Dr. Tim Tagliafieri is going to be down during the course of the school year talking about what does it mean to be a Holy Cross school. How do you live out those core values as an educator, as a student? How do you bring that mission and that work to life? Because with the brothers not being there, it's our job. It's our job of us, the students, the faculty, the administration, make sure we keep those things alive.
Sure. Well, I think some people kind of have the question of like, obviously brothers were always at that school to begin with, but, how did they go away or why did they go away? And then why are we bringing them back into the fold? And I think one of the cool things, especially from like faculty retreat this summer, was having that relationship with Cathedral High School up in Indy.
Yeah.
That's kind of why we're bringing this back together. So you kind of have that network of schools to be able to talk to and kind of bounce ideas off of and be like, this worked, but this didn't kind of thing, and kind of use those things. And obviously we're all different schools, but it's nice to be able to kind of bounce ideas off of other schools like that.
Yeah, and I mean, you're exactly right. That's really one of the best things. I mean, our kids got the network, and it's great experience for our kids. You're talking about moving into professional careers and their environments they're going to do afterwards, and how do you network with others, and how do you establish those relationships, and those kinds of things as well. And they learned all kinds of really cool traditions, whether it was Gilmore Academy from Ohio, or whether it was Holy Trinity or St. Ed's. There's all kinds of schools that are all over Holy Cross schools that you can learn from. But one of the things that we felt was really important for us was, Memorial's been around for 100 years, right? And everybody's got this idea of like what Memorial is in our mind. Your class of 2013, right? So okay, I couldn't remember 13, 14. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
So everybody has this idea of what it means to be a Memorial student. But
Sure.
how do you kind of put that together in a list that whether you graduated in 1925, or whether you graduated in 1950, 75, or 2000, or 25, how do you tie those core things together that no matter where you graduated when you went to Memorial, no matter what time frame, you know the same things. You know what it is to be a Memorial student because of the legacy that the brothers and the sisters of Providence left at that school, the things that they imparted on our student body.
Yeah, kind of have that common goal.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's important, and I'm happy that we're bringing that back, and I think it's important that alumni and all of our community members know that we're doing that. So speaking of alumni, like I said, there's all kinds of things this year with 100-year celebration for alumni to come back and do and get involved. But I have heard from alumni like, hey, how do we get more involved? Like, what can we do to help? So
help
us out there.
Yeah. So, I think one of the things is we love seeing alumni in the building. So if people want to come back and see the building and just be present and be part of that. I mean, I know that's a very simple thing, but the word family is one of our core values, and that's our core value this month that we're celebrating is the word family and what it means to be part of the Memorial family. And so we're really excited about people then when they come back. I know today the class of 1974 had their 50th reunion, which is my mom's class, and so I got to give a tour for about an hour and talk about all the great memories and how amazing this place is and all the things that have changed in the years. And so we love that from a standpoint of how they can get involved. Booster Club is a big one. I really think that's a great way to get involved. Our 90% of our student body is involved in athletics almost, and so we want to see people at those events, at those games, and it takes a ton of hands to make them work. You know as well as I know that, the coaches, Chad, yourself, they're putting in a lot of long hours for broadcasting, for setting up facilities, all that other stuff. And it's just one of those things that it takes a lot of hands to get all those things running. So we could use volunteers at those events. We love hearing from people about partnerships in the community if there's things that we want to do. We're really looking in from the academic standpoint of, how do we kind of work towards those partnerships in the communities with people who are in different fields and trying to maybe find some experiences for our kids where they can try to find what their passion is, where they want to go in life and what they want to do, and really setting them up for a great future. So
Sure. So I know there was a survey that was sent out in the last Memorial Memories, I believe, and then the last e-news as well. So
yeah, I would like so if I could, if one thing that I think is important to me is, sometimes you hear like teaching's a thankless job, and I don't necessarily think that's true. I think when you're a good teacher and you do a good job, the kids appreciate it. They tell you often, but we also know it's a long time between the start of the school year and May when it's Teacher Appreciation Week, and there are a lot of times where teachers, their spirit needs to be fed, right?
Sure.
Like they need to know that they're educating hearts and minds. They need to know that they're making a difference in the lives of those kids. And the same is true that they made a difference in our alumni's lives. And so if I could kind of, make a pitch, I guess, to the alumni. In the last alumni e-news that we sent out, there was a link there. It was a QR code. And I don't think it was the easiest thing to navigate, but if you could scan that, we asked for the alumni to share a story with a faculty member who made a difference in their life, somebody who impacted their lives. I mean, I was telling the class in 1974 today that, I can name every teacher I had K through 12. And I can't say the same thing about maybe my college experiences. I remember a few of those professors, but I remember every K-12 teacher I had, because for them, it was not a job. It was a mission, it was a calling, it was a vocation. The care and the education of their students was the thing that mattered the most to them. And I know there are 10,000 plus people who feel the way that I do, 16,000 plus at Memorial that feel the way that I do. And so I want to encourage people that if you have a faculty member or a teacher who made a difference in your life, to fill out that survey and to share that story with us. We're not going to share it publicly, but we want to get that story to those teachers or those former teachers who made a difference in your life. And we know that some of them maybe aren't still around, but we want to share that story even with their family members, with their relatives, and let them know that what they did in their time at Memorial made a difference in those students' lives.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you heard it there, how to get involved, how to help out. Mr. Schmidt, we appreciate you being on. Thanks so much.
Always a pleasure, Tucker.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We want to thank everybody watching, of course, but we also want to thank all of our sponsors, especially Royal Express Car Wash, which is our halftime sponsor. So the Royal Express Car Wash provides daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, Indiana, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side. The Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. We also want to thank Kipley's, who is our SIC scoreboard. We got some scores in from the SIC. Castle is dominating Mater Dei 24-7 at half. Close game here at Central and Bossy. Central 9, Bossy 14. And then another close one with Harrison and Jasper. Harrison up 20-13 against the Wildcats. Halftime at Wrights Bowl. Wrights is up 14-0. And then another score we wanted to talk about was Heritage Hills playing Christian Academy of Louisville. Christian Academy is up 21-0 against a very tough Heritage Hills team. And then Gibson Southern is at Mount Carmel. Got a late start tonight, I think, due to the weather. Gibson Southern is up 7-0 going into the second quarter. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in today, watching Memorial Tiger football live here on IndianaSRN.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
A Wrights Memorial Education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana school.
9 for 231.
I guess it was last year. Yep.
It looks like it is Fisher who again keeps it himself. Those strong legs moving the pile forward. Looking at the far official, he's very close to the first down stick. Needed 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Actually, good sleight of hands because Landon Horning actually was the ball carrier.
Okay.
Yeah.
First down Tigers. They got just enough. So Horning picks up the first down. I even had binoculars on. They still fooled me.
All right.
So Horning, the senior, who's the change the 29-yard line.
I guess my binoculars were more powerful than yours that last play. Trips out right. Kendrick also out to the right. Maybe he can roll right.
Boy, North bringing the pressure. Looked like the guy on the outside moved early. No flag, and the Tigers lose yardage there on the pass out here in the flat. Elsterman on the receiving end of that. And that goes for -3 yards.
Play of the game defensively for North. Matt Pegram. He had nothing to do with that quick out pass. He had not only the blocker, he had the receiver tackled.
Yep.
Second down and long. -4 on that stat. and trips down to the left. A lot of trip formations for both squads. Looks like North looking to bring pressure.
Fisher throws high. That ball really took off on him, trying to pass it to Elsperman. Like his footwork kind of got off a bit just there, and that's why the pass sailed over Elsperman's head. So it's 3rd down and 13 now. We've seen Fisher move a lot toward that Tiger sideline and try to throw over there.
And a right-handed thrower throwing left. That's a tough pass at any level.
Well, they spread him 5 wide, empty backfield. 3rd and 13. Fisher still has 10 seconds on the play clock as he looks toward the Tiger sideline.
Looks like North's going to rush 4, drop 7.
Husky fans making some noise right below us. Pass across the middle is low. Sliding attempt. Came up well short. That was Kendrick, who they were trying to find right around the 1st down marker, and the Tigers will have to punt.
And for the Tigers, this will be their 5th punt of the night.
Fisher will punt it to either Hoppy or Rucker. Each team has had the ball once here in the 3rd quarter. Both teams failed to score. Fisher gets it off just in time after the low snap. Not a pretty punt, but it's going to do the trick as it ends up rolling into North territory past the 40-yard line. That could have been disaster as well. But Fisher able to get it off. And we'll have the 2nd possession of the 3rd quarter for the Huskies.
Well, he'd probably like to get that to happen all the time. He ended up with a 38-yard punt.
Just above his career average. Drive starts from the 37 for North. Huskies trying to pick up win number 1 here this season. Tigers trying to move to 2-0. Back-to-back seasons.
Trips out to the left.
Quick pass. That is hauled in by Hunter Skelton. Skelton operates to the 40-yard line. Easy pitch and catch of 3 yards.
Alex Broshier is he's a sideline-to-sideline guy, and he got there and made the stop for about 3 yards. Then he got the diamond formation to the right here with a single back. Looks like Rucker maybe to the right side on a pitch.
They pitch it to Rucker looking for a block, and Rucker gets tripped up. There is a flag in the area of holding, which is going to negate this play. It looked promising, Rucker getting ahead of steam, and he got tripped up at the 45-yard line, still short of the 1st down, but they're going to back it up even further.
Looks like it's a hold.
How many penalties is that now for North?
For North, that is 4th one now for 32 yards. And actually, it's a little more than that because the penalty was a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, even though they'll mark it off 10. So it's all the way back to the 30.
That makes it 2nd down and 17.
And between Mitchell and Rucker, we've already seen Rucker break a 67-yard touchdown run. So they've got speed to burn, Jevin.
That tied the game at 14 back in the middle of the 2nd quarter. There goes Rucker, moving to his right, tries to cut it back inside. O'Donoghue's there to make the initial contact. As Rucker carves out space at the 38-yard line, he gets 8 yards.
Joseph Hinkie also in on a stop. Makes the 3rd down a little more manageable.
3rd and 9. So they had McBride in motion, and they gave it to Rucker there. North going fairly quickly to the line here. And now they back off as Tin Barge glares here near sideline. 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Had some quick change of possessions in the 1st half, but so far just the 2nd drive of North here in the half. Tigers have had the football once.
Yeah, we had 17 changes of possession that 1st half. This is only the 3rd.
And before the snap, North calls a timeout. We'll take it with them. Tigers still in front by 7.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft. I believe in building a community. And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Wrights Memorial.
Our first time out of the second half comes from the north side before they set up shop on 3rd and 9 from their own 38-yard line. 4:47 to go third quarter. Tigers leading 21-14. Nobody's scored yet here in the third. Tenbarge with the pass that is caught at the 40-yard line. They will be short of the first down. Quick completion to Hunter Skelton. They got 2 yards there. 4th and 7, and North will have to punt for the second time here in the quarter.
Lively on the defense along with Kelly.
The punter's getting plenty of work tonight. Mitchell will boot it away once again. Although I say that, I think they have a new guy back there as punter. Tigers still have Elsterman and Dockery waiting to return the kick. Middle of the field, fair catch is called by Elsterman at the 29-yard line.
And that was Aiden Baggett, sophomore.
Evansville Hyundai is a proud sponsor of Tigers football here in IndianaSRN. Stop by the Evansville Hyundai Auto Dealership for your next purchase of a new or used car. They're located on Evansville's east side. It is home to the 100,000 miles powertrain warranty and 3 years free maintenance. Second drive, the half for the Tigers, leading by 7. They fake the handoff, and a pass goes quickly across the middle. Falling to the turf on the reception, that is Simon Schultz. A pickup of 5.
I'm sure Coach Hurley would like maybe a nice 10-12 play drive and run about 6 minutes off the clock. But then again, coaches are greedy. They like to see the score on this next play.
So you say that. A lot of the Tigers' scores so far through 2 weeks have been quick drives.
Yeah.
Fisher fakes the handoff again. This is Elsterman, who is hit right after the reception at the line of scrimmage. That will be no gain, setting up a 3rd down and 5. And Kincaid was quick to the ball there.
He's had a lot of there. He's had the wide receivers number. He's played great DB here tonight for Coach Barrington.
The North defense trying to force a 3-and-out here.
Okay, trips off to the right side this time. Maybe Kendrick out in the flat.
Fisher moves here to the near side this time, on the run, on the run, on the run. He just throws it away into the Husky sideline, and it is an incomplete pass. Actually, one of the Tigers made the catch. That was Elsterman, but he was out of bounds. I didn't see Elsterman there when the ball was in the air. I thought it was going to sail out of bounds, but regardless, it's 4th and 5, and the Tigers will punt again.
And they just go 3-and-out.
Last time Fisher had to punt, he got a low snap. It was laying on the turf for about a split second before he got a low line drive kick away.
6 punt for the Tigers. In fact, each team has punted twice now in the second half for our 4 possessions.
Tigers will down it at the 40-yard line. And they'll take over with 2:42 left here in the third. These offenses stalling so far after halftime.
Not a real long punt there. In fact, it's only 24 yards. Great field position for North.
Lone back for the Huskies here on 1st and 10 is Rucker. He's been a busy man tonight. He's gotten the call so far here in the third quarter, and he does again here on 1st and 10. And not much traction on that carry. Able to get a yard, Rucker does.
A host of Tiger tacklers. Jake Brackett led the charge. And we've got a total of 15 punts in the game. 6 for Memorial.
Second and long again. Kinbarge pitches it out to Rucker. That was a slow developing play. And Rucker gets gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage back at the 40. They'll lose 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 11. Kinbarge kind of had that slip out of his hands, laying on the turf, and then just nonchalantly pitched it out to Rucker. Tigers defense got to him quickly, trying to force a 3 and out.
Clock running. A minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Nobody scored. It was 21-14 Memorial at halftime.
Kinbarge passes across the middle. It's caught right around the 45-yard line. Broshears makes the tackle well short of the first down. It was Xavier Mitchell on the receiving end, and another 3 and out. Back and forth we go. Another punt.
It's turned into a rugby match, Jeff.
We saw a different punter last time for North, which was Baggett, but now their starting punter, Mitchell, will kick it this time. Well, he's going to take off running after he had some problems with the snap. There's your rugby-style kick, and it is launched toward the Tigers' sideline. Somehow stays in bounds and rolls right to Elsterman, and he'll get a few yards on the return. That was an odd-looking punt. I don't think that's how you draw it up. Let's look once again.
Yeah, he bobbled it. He starts running, and he kicks it from the 35. Elsperman gets it at the 26. 39-yard punt. When it's all said and done, good return from the 26 to the 35, a 9-yard for Elsperman. 27 seconds before the end of the third quarter.
From the 35, here's a handoff. Kendrick off right tackle. He scorched through for a healthy gain of 8, which should bring us to the end of the third quarter. Last year, scoring was at a premium in the second half as well. Memorial won the game 17-0. They scored just 7 points in half number 2. And here tonight, nobody scores in the third quarter, but the Tigers still lead 21-14. They'll have a 2nd and 2 when we come back at Bundrent Stadium on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
We start the fourth quarter. Tigers ball, 2nd and 2 from their own 44-yard line, leading 21-14. And Mike, as we always do each week, we have plenty of thank yous.
And a lot of people involved in putting on an event like this for Evansville North. Superintendent Dave Smith, Principal John Skinner, Athletic Director Tyler Chode, EVSC Athletic Director Andy Owen, Head Coach Joey Paradin, Administrative Assistant Leslie Shadrick, and Statistician Tim Grimm, who's not here tonight. I want to say a quick hello to Tim. Illness keeping him out here. We'll get a chance maybe to talk a little bit more about Tim as this game goes on. Also for Memorial, President John Rising, our Principal Aaron Schmidt, who is our halftime guest, Athletic Director Chad Dockery, Head Coach John Early, Administrative Assistant Patty Van, and the statistician, the 2 Mattinglys and the 2 Killebrews.
2nd and 2 on play action. Fisher's going to deliver to Landon Horning at the 50-yard line. He sprints into North Territory all the way down to the 39. That was a different look going under center play action, and Horning is able to get out in open space. First down, Tigers.
17-yard pickup. And that's only the second first down for Memorial in the second half. North's only got 1.
For this next play for the Tigers, Tucker Smith has provided some more scores throughout the SIAC. Castle leads Mater Dei 24-14 in the fourth. Jasper on top of Harrison 27-20. That's in the fourth quarter. Boise leads Central 14-9 in the third. As on 1st and 10, Fisher fakes the handoff. He keeps it himself. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. 10-5. How about that run by the senior Matthew Fisher? 39 yards. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job there. Fooled everybody, even us up here in the booth. Here's your replay. Watch here. Middle of the screen. Fake the Horning and everybody there. And then he breaks a tackle around the 25-yard line. Fisher scores it. His 3rd rushing touchdown to go along with a passing touchdown. He's responsible for all 4 here tonight.
Hey, Mike, I thought he was a passing quarterback, not a runner. Yeah, he's a runner tonight, right?
It's whatever it takes to get the job done.
So the Tigers take a 2-possession lead. It's the first time tonight either side is led by multiple scores. Like there's some issue as Simon Schultz is trying to get the Tigers' attention on the sideline. I think they've got a late sub coming in. 10 guys out there. Barrett so far on the year in terms of PATs, 7 for 7. Can he make it 8 for 8? Yes, he can. So Tigers score early fourth quarter there in front, 28-14 here on IndianaSRN.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlets, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rock-A-Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rock-A-Bar Pizza.
Well, remember, Mike Scavaris, if the Tigers score, they score quickly, and they do again. 3 plays, 65 yards, 32 seconds, and the speedster, Matthew Fisher, with a strong, aggressive run, got out of 1 tackle and then had all kinds of open field. 28-14 Tigers on the 39-yard touchdown run from Fisher, his 3rd rushing score of the night.
And again, we're going to have the Rock-A-Bar player of the game, and I think we might have that one in the bag like we did week 1.
I think so. Kickoff bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. And that scoring drive recap was brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. They are located at 1309 North Grangerville Road in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Coslett and his father, Pat. Real quick, I want to finish that scoreboard update. as I was interrupted by that Matthew Fisher run. But Wrights leads Vincennes 30-0. That's at Vincennes in the third quarter. A couple of scores outside of the SIAC. Christian Academy, which is over in Louisville, they are leading Heritage Hills 21-0 at half. And Gibson Southern is hammering Mount Carmel 35-0 in the third. Of course, that scoreboard update all year long brought to you by Kipley's. Great food and fun at Kipley's. From the 20, they're going to throw a backwards pass, and it was a fumble for a second. North able to fall on top of it. As you mentioned, it was going to be a double pass. Evan Garnett able to plop down on it. Back at the 15-yard line, a loss of 5.
And he would have had a tough time getting that off if throw hadn't been low, because he had 2 defenders, the Tigers there. So a loss of 5 on that play. So North deep in their own territory, down 2 scores.
Second and 15. Pass is caught by Hoppy, and Hoppy is gobbled up quickly. No gain. Third and 15.
Connor O'Donohue. Again, a big welcome to all of our viewers in the Indianapolis area. I've got bad weather there. Glad to have you here down in southwest Indiana as Evansville Memorial, ranked number 3 in 3A, taking on a 5A school, Evansville North. 28-14.
I know there was a chance of some storms later tonight here in Evansville into tomorrow, but that has stayed away and did step outside during halftime. It's turned into a nice evening after it was a sweatbox throughout the afternoon.
I think we can get our producer, Ben Wood, to get us outside. I know Sam Doherty, our cameraman, he's outside on the roof of the press box.
Here's a pass across the middle, and it is picked off at the 40-yard line. Quinn McCool on the return as a flag flies behind him. McCool stays on his feet. He will go all the way to the end zone if it stands. Again, there's a flag on the return. The interception will stand, though. That was Quinn McCool with the interception. That's a second for the Tigers defense here in 2024.
Well, he picked it off at about the 37-yard line. Here's the replay. Watch on your right side, just into your picture there. And the beanbag goes down by the official, and it must be a block in the back by the Tigers. I think maybe North just gave up because they knew it was going to be a penalty. So they'll mark it off from the spot of the foul to 27. But more importantly, the second interception of the year for Memorial, and the Tigers get the football back.
Tenbarge threw 1 interception last week, and that one went for a pick 6 in the second quarter against Castle. That one went for a pick 6, but it will be brought back because of the flag. The Tigers will still have possession, leading by 14 here early fourth quarter. Maybe trying to put an early dagger into the North Husky team.
A 10-yard penalty. Again, I didn't see the call, but I think it was a block in the back. It's a 15-yard variety.
Tigers will still get it in good field position at the 45-yard line if they readjust the football. You were talking before that interception about a great IndianaSRN crew, Ben Wood, our producer, and Sam Doherty. And Sam is back at his alma mater. He's a 2023 North grad, and Sam going to school up in Bloomington. He's a Hoosier.
And I know he's excited to go to that IU game tomorrow.
Yeah, they open up a new era. It was at 2:30 Central against FIU. Is that right?
Florida International. So the Tigers, a little bit of breathing room here. It's been a struggle most of the ball game. Don't have the exact numbers as in the passing department, but Matthew Fisher said, well, I'm going to do it on the ground. 2 short touchdown runs and a big long touchdown run of 39 yards to go along with a touchdown pass of 23 yards to Max Anslinger.
Play action. Fisher down the middle of the field. Had to get rid of it quickly as the pocket was collapsing, and the pass was incomplete to Luke Docker. He was well covered down there as well, and it's 2nd and 10.
Just a two-man pattern in maximum protection, but again, good secondary coverage by North. Yeah, you go for the sudden change after a turnover.
Yep.
Go for it all.
Here is Kendrick. He started left, now cuts back middle of the field. He's a slippery runner when he gets into open space, and that time he is taken down at the 32-yard line, a gain of 13 for Dylan Kendrick.
A good acceleration by the junior.
Kendrick will check out of the game. He was kind of holding his right arm. As coming in for him now is Imoni. We saw him late in the game last week at Jasper, had a handful of carries.
Just a sophomore.
It was a first down run at the North 32-yard line.
They'll bring in Horning as the fullback.
And off right tackle. It's the man that just checked in. That is Gene Imoni, the sophomore. And he's able to get 5 yards, the 27-yard line. As the Tigers have scored the game's last 14 points. Remember, it was tied 14-14 middle of the second quarter. Tigers got the final score of the first half, and they've scored the only point so far in the second half.
You might see the same play here. Of course, the Horning now offsets to the left.
This is play action. Fisher had no time as he gets rid of the football quickly, and then there's a flag that flies in as Fisher was brought down to the backfield. Might be roughing the passer as we saw the reaction from the north sideline.
Well, he was getting pressure in there rather quickly by Austin Bell. Still haven't had a call from the referee.
He signaled roughing the passer.
Did he?
Yep.
Okay.
And that will give the Tigers a first down.
First down for either squad via penalty. So I'm moving all the way down into the red zone, Jevin.
Takes it down to the 17, and it'll be 1st and 10. As again, they're inside the Weikert Realtors, the Schultz Group red zone. They've been supporting the Tigers and Southwest Indiana's real estate needs for over 50 years. Give them a call if you're looking to buy or sell. Head coach Joey Paradine not very happy with that recent flag. He was very animated on the north sideline.
Well, one of the captains, Matthew Fisher, he's done it all. He scored all 4 touchdowns and he even picked up a roughing the passer penalty.
Kendrick and Horning in the backfield. They'll pitch it to Kendrick, follows his blocker Horning. And now a flag flies in the area of holding, which should bring this back after a short gain for Kendrick.
Yep, 10-yard hold. Well, Memorial now with 5 penalties for 52 yards. 5 penalties also for North, and they have 49. Check that, 47.
It is still first down for the Tigers. First and 20. High formation once again. Fisher under center. They give this to Kendrick. Gets out of attack on the backfield. Another flag is thrown from our far official as Kendrick scampers out of bounds inside the 20, but I think the Tigers going to be in even a deeper hole now.
Back-to-back holds. Happen around the line of scrimmage. So that will negate a long run for Kendrick. Couple of flags.
course, the Tigers would love to find a way to get a first down and score here, but if you think about it, you're up 14. If you can somehow just get a handful of yards back, they have a good field goal kicker in Pate Barrett, which would do the trick on a field goal to put them up 17. So not all is lost yet on this drive.
I think Coach Hurley's going to say, don't hold.
Fisher on play action, sets his feet, throws near sideline, caught by Elsperman around the 25-yard line. They get about 10 yards back.
DeMonte Lane, though, defensively, right? I think the North defenders, for the most part, are right there with the receivers, even after there's a completion.
So they
pick
get
up about 10.
Yeah, they get a chunk back. It's second and roughly 20. First down marker is all the way down at the 7-yard line of North. Ball resting at the 27. 9:25 to go here in the fourth. Fisher to throw again. Zips it to the 20-yard line, and it is
Elsperman.
Brought in by Elsperman. Just inching their way forward. That went for about 6 yards. So now you're looking at third down and long, but again, you're starting to get back in that field goal range for Pate Barrett, and that was play number 8 of this drive for the Tigers.
Well, if they don't get any more yards, it would be a 39-yard field goal, which would be 5 yards better than his career long.
Last year, Barrett, his longest was 29 yards. He's 8 for 11 in field goal attempts. Week 1, he made a 19-yarder.
Think about it, he's a junior and he's a 3-year starter.
Kendrick next to Fisher. They bunch him trips to the near side. The pass across the middle, leaping attempt. It is hauled in. Touchdown Tigers. Max Anslinger ×2, his second scoring grab of the night, and maybe a fourth quarter dagger for the Tigers. They're in front by 20.
Anslinger, correct me if I'm wrong, he's got 2 catches and 2 scores. Here's your replay. Good protection. Off his back foot, though, beats the defender and catches it in the end zone. And Max Anslinger comes up with the big catch for the junior. And that gets the Tigers up 34-14.
So forget your field goal, take a PAT.
That's right.
So the Tigers' 7-point halftime lead is now ballooned into a 21-point lead. 8:31 to go here from North.
Carezzo Landscape has provided landscape services to customers in the Evansville area for over 20 years. The company started small in the late 1990s and has grown to where it is today because of a devoted effort to provide quality and personable service. The goal of our staff is to consistently meet and exceed our customers' expectations while adding value to each property we visit. Call us today at 812-853-6868 for all your landscape needs.
A Wrights Memorial Education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit wrightsmemorial.org/tuition-assistance for more information.
We have another Simplicity Furniture scoring drive for the Tigers, the second one of this second half. Puts them in front 35-14. A little bit of a longer drive this time, still just 2 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock. They go 9 plays. How many yards, Mike? 42 yards. It was a 22-yard touchdown pass to Max Anslinger, and Anslinger with his second receiving score of the night. The other one was a 23-yard connection back late first quarter that tied the game at 7. Barrett kicks it toward that sideline. It's going to hook out of bounds, so no return needed. Well, you belong at Ivy Tech. 5 terms each year, flexible scheduling, and the most affordable tuition and books in the state. There is always a great time to begin at Ivy Tech. Be sure to join them for Tuesdays at the Tech.
North certainly has to pull all the stops now, down by 3 scores.
So with that kickoff going out of bounds, the North offense will start at the 35-yard line. They haven't had much working for them ever since that Rutgers 67-yard run back in the middle of the second quarter. And speaking of Rucker, there he is, starts left, cuts back inside before he is cut down to the 39-yard line, a pickup of 4.
3 catches, 2 touchdowns for Max Axelinger. That's not a bad night's work.
Did not have a catch in week 1, but they've used him, and that's just another weapon now, in which was already a full arsenal for this Memorial offense.
Shears comes up with another stop.
On play action across the middle. Good connection there with Hoppy. He's throwing to the 30. Hoppy rumbling all the way down to 25-yard line. On target pass by Tenbarge to Hoppy. And now North in business trying to respond and stay in this game.
Quick hitter there. Quinn McCool, also Jake Lively, but Hoppy, watch middle of your screen there. Split the defenders and took off and gets it deep into Tiger territory. Just their second first down I have for them in this second half.
You'd think North would want to move with some up-tempo offense. Play clock down to 2. They get it off just in time. And the handoff is to Mitchell. And Mitchell pinballs his way to the 20. Pickup of 4 or 5. There is a flag on the far side. Illegal shift against North.
That hurts them there because they would have been in the red zone.
That went for about 5 or 6 yards, so backs it up just shy of the 30 to be first down and 15. Well, North, if they can't pull off a miracle comeback, would drop to 0-2. They'll be at Harrison next week. Tigers hang on, they'll be 2-0, and they are home against Central, their first home game next Friday. Inside give. This is Mitchell. And Mitchell bangs his way to the 21, a pickup of 8.
Gene and Broshears, that's one of their bread and butter plays where they have the lead with Grayson and come back with the running back, this time Mitchell, and picked up good yardage.
Mike was talking about the home opener next week for the Tigers at Inlow Field. It'll be the first time we'll see the new Inlow turf.
That's right. Installed there. And a new roof on the home stands.
They go back to Mitchell, stutter stepping his way between the hash marks, and he's inside the 15, picks up the first down. Spotted at the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 8 on the 5th play of this drive.
Lively on the stop in the red zone for the Huskies tonight.
North can score here. They would be somewhat still alive here halfway through this 4th quarter right now, trailing by 21.
Doing it on the ground this drive.
Tigers have scored the game's last 21 points. Here is Mitchell. Spins off 1 tackle. And he collides with another Tiger tackler at the 9. Gain of 5.
Linebackers have been very active here as Connor O'Donohue for the Tigers tonight. He along with Jake Brackett and Alex Broshears. And they got a lead blocker up front to the right, the left running back. Maybe look for the lead block going to the right.
Tenbarge has some problems with the handoff. He was going to fake it to Mitchell and keep it himself, it looked like, and it squirted out of his hands. He keeps possession, though, but that's costly for the Huskies as they lose a handful. Now it's 3rd and long. Of course, Memorial wants to prevent North from scoring, but the one good thing is they're making them use quite a bit of clock. Coming up on 5 minutes to go. Looks like it's 3rd and 14. North can get a first down inside the 3-yard line. Tenbarge heaves it. Incomplete. Closest man there was Cole McBride. There was also several white jerseys on the coverage. And it's 4th and 14. If you're North, you have no choice. You have to go for it.
Well-designed play, just kind of sailed the pass a little bit. Stops with 4:55 to go.
This will be play number 10 of this drive. This is one of our longer drives of the night. I believe it is the longest, actually. So
14th possession of the game for North.
North on life support, trying to stay alive here, and they will think it over a bit longer. Timeout, North. Back after this.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Welcome back here to Bunchard Stadium. Memorial leads 35-14. I want a big shout out to Tim Grimm. He is the statistician for the North Huskies, has been for over 2 decades, but not able to come tonight. We're just thinking about him. Had first game he's missed basketball or football since 2007, but he's also put together a on your screen there, a website. It's an honor roll of 15 sports in the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference, and you can tell about all the people who've been all-state, all-conference, or whatever.
4th and 14, Tenbarge dancing in the pocket, and he just slings it as he's almost sacked, and the pass is incomplete. Pretty good effort there by Tenbarge. He almost collaborated with Hoppy, which would have been a first down. But it's a turnover on downs, and that really should do it tonight for North as they trail by 21. Here's a look at it again.
Good effort there. It's coming in, almost getting the set.
No-look pass.
Yeah. And just over the receiver's head. So the Tigers will get the ball deep in their own territory, but lead by 3 scores with 4:50 to go.
So that was a 10-play drive that ends up as a turnover on downs. And Memorial will now try to run out the clock. And Mike Scovar looks like it'll be a milestone win for head coach John Hurley.
Exactly. 139. He's tied with Gene Logal. He will become the winningest coach in the 99-year history of Evansville Memorial football.
Tigers have Elserman in the backfield next to Fisher along with Horning. And Fisher fakes the handoff to Elserman. Now he slides. Fisher's been using his legs quite a bit. Remember, he has 3 rushing scores tonight. His longest was the 39-yard rushing touchdown that put him up 28-14 early 4th quarter. There he gets 5. Tigers will let that play clock tick down as well as the game clock is on their side. Comfortable lead now, 35-14. Final score could be a bit misleading as it was a well-contested game through 3 quarters. Here is Horning, stutter stepping his way, now moves to his right. And he is dumped at the 27-yard line, pick up about 3. It's 3rd and short.
Good stop that time by North's Jerry Morgan. Morgan in the reserve role comes up with stop.
course, next week we'll have the Tigers' Week 3 game against Central. That is a 6:30 kickoff. We'll be on the air at 6:10. Central was playing Boise tonight. At last check, Boise was leading that game. 3rd and 2. Horning again. Slips a bit. Right around the first down marker. Needed 2 yards. It's about what he got. Whitehead eyes the spot. It's a first down for the Tigers. And we get an update to that score. Whoa, Mater Dei has just taken a lead against Castle, 28-14 with a minute left. Castle led 24-7 in the third quarter, so Mater Dei leads by 4, a minute left. And Boise still in front of Central, 14-9. That would be a bit of a surprising result.
Well, Mater Dei, they're ranked 9th in 3A, and Castle is ranked 8th in 5A.
Give to the fullback. Gain of a couple. That was Horning again.
Group effort by the middle of the defensive line for the Huskies.
So this will be back-to-back years in which the Tigers start 2-0. Last 2 years they finished 9-4 in their season, ending in the regional against East Central in Class 4A. Of course, the Tigers now Class 3 in that loaded sectional with Heritage Hills, Gibson Southern, Southridge, Mater Dei. One more first down here by the Tigers, and they can run out the rest of the clock. It's been a healthy dose of Horning. This time they go with a change of pace. Gene Imoni with the carry, the sophomore, able to navigate just shy of the 35-yard line. Sets up a 3rd and about 4.
I think we've got a player of the game too, don't we?
We do, yes. I think it's another easy selection. Our
That's
first
right.
2 selections this year have been simple.
Rockabar player of the game.
We'll have a quick post-game show as we'll recap the scoring from the second half, go through our player of the game, and get set for Week 3, Memorial and Central.
We'll let this play clock run down.
It's been Horning and Imoni on this drive. Imoni again. Keeps those feet moving, and he picks up a Tigers first down. So one kneel down should end this game. Real quick, People's Furniture Mattress Outlet, a 50 years in operation business that is family and 3rd generation owned. How easy can it get for quality furniture and a quality mattress? Stop by and see the friendly folks at People's Furniture Mattress Outlet in Evansville. Also, big thanks to a sponsor tonight in Casey's Dugout. Come on out to Casey's Dugout, Evansville's new boutique pizza place. They're located on Lincoln Avenue. You can see them for great food, drinks, and family fun. Casey's Dugout, a proud supporter of Memorial Athletics. Fisher goes under center. Here comes your one kneel down. And this game will be official. The Tigers started a bit slow in that first quarter. They still found themselves with a 7-point halftime lead tonight at 21-14. They score all 14 points in half number 2, and they end up cruising to a 35-14 win. Tigers 2-0. The Huskies are 0-2. And when we come back, we will have our post-game show plus our Rockabar player of the game and SISE scoreboard. All that stuff coming up next. Tigers win it 35-14 on IndianaSRN.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Time for a post-game show here at Bundred Stadium. The Tigers celebrating in zone to our right as they win it tonight 35-14. Let's recap the second half scoring for you. As the Tigers led at 21-14 at half. They scored early fourth quarter, 11:45 to go in the game. It was a 39-yard touchdown run from Matthew Fisher, his third rushing score of the night. Capped off a three-play, 65-yard drive in 32 seconds. Tigers led 28-14. Final score of the night came from Max Anslinger on a 22-yard reception on the pass from Fisher, capping off a 9-play, 42-yard drive in 2 minutes and 24 seconds. It was Anslinger's second touchdown catch of the night. Tigers led 35-14 with 8:31 to go in the fourth, and that is the final score as they win the game 35-14. So with that, Mike Scavara, let's go through our Rockabar player of the game, and we said it was an easy one. Fisher used his arm some tonight, which we're used to, but he used his legs quite a bit as well.
He tied his attempts on his career with 39. He also got 21 completions for 181 yards. And threw 2 touchdown passes to Max Anslinger, who had 3 catches for 54 yards. But Fisher, 5 carries, 48 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns for the Memorial Tigers as the captain gets the Tigers the victory as they move to 2-0, and he is our Rockabar player of the game. Defensively, the Tigers were led by the same 2 guys that led the defense last week. Broshiers gets 14 more tackles. O'Donohue, he gets 12. As the Tigers shut out North in the second half. And that's the difference in the ballgame.
So at Rockabar, you can stop by for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. All right, real quick, a score update before we say goodbye here from North. That game did go final. Mater Dei comes back and beats Castle 28-24, so that is official. They're in the fourth quarter. Boise leads Central 14-9. A final score at Jasper. Jasper beat Harrison 41-33. Wrights takes care of Vincennes on the road 30-6. A final Heritage Hills falls against Christian Academy at a Louisville 35-7, and Gibson Southern beats Mount Carmel 42-6. All right, real quick, Mike, just your final thoughts on this one as we get set for Week 3. It'll be the Tigers and the Bears of Central, 6:30 in Low Field.
Well, if you're Joey Paradine and his staff and his players, you're 0-2, but great efforts. But you don't want to hang your hat on efforts, as they hung tough for the Tigers there. Their problem was, and when they needed to, they couldn't move the ball offensively. They ended up having to punt the ball 10 times in the game. Lost it on downs a couple times, as they just couldn't stop the Tigers when they needed to, and couldn't get the offensive play when they wanted to. As again, they go to 0-2 as the Memorial Tigers. Again, they did what they had to do. They North defense stopped them what they normally tried to do earlier. They got the running game going with Fisher, as they were able to find Matt Anslinger, who probably, when you look at the receiving core, in all probability, their number 4 receiver, and he worked real hard and got himself open, got the scores, and the Tigers go to 2-0. They're number 3 in the Indiana Football Coach Association poll this week, with Heritage Hills losing and Gibson Southern being number 2. It ought to be interesting when the polls come out next week, as we'll be back home. The Memorial Tigers, they will be coming back home to
in Low Field. It's a rare home game, as 4 of the first 5 on the road to start the season.
And look to continue their 24 season.
All right, let's thank our Tiger sponsors one more time with tonight's broadcast on IndianaSRN. Of course, Memorial High School, Rockabar Pizza, Carreso Landscape, People's Furniture Mattress Outlet, Lansing Building Specialties, Melkay Mechanical Electrical Plumbing. Also thanks to Ivy Tech Evansville, Hyundai of Evansville, Casey's Dugout, and the Memorial Athletic Booster Club.
Thanks to all our producers and camera guy again, Jeff. Give him a shout out one more time.
Yeah, absolutely. Big thanks to our IndianaSRN crew, as Sam Doherty was on the camera up top, the North graduate, and Ben Wood was our producer here tonight. Big thanks to them as they made this broadcast possible. So we'll talk to you next Friday at Inlow Field, 6:10 pregame, kickoff at 6:30. It'll be the 2-0 Memorial Tigers taking on the Central Bears. Again, the final from Bundred Stadium at North High School. The Tigers win it 35-14. Have a great Labor Day weekend.